I'm sure they could hear that. Hey, everybody! Just finishing up some brief notes. Don't worry, Bubo's still a picture. Hi, everybody. Welcome to... Wow, look at the shirt! Sorry, that's cool. I didn't realize now what we're talking about. I'm not gonna be subtle. That's dope. That's cool. Merch. Welcome, everybody, to week 83.
My wife, is it merch?
Oh my god!
Women. How much for the women? No, I got the other one on. I actually can't find either of my Sahlen's Legacy shirts. I have both of them. Winston, thank you for the sub, and Valen, thank you for gifting that sub to That Ramen Noodle, and welcome That Ramen Noodle to the channel. Welcome everybody. This is week 83, episode 83 of Sahlen's Legacy.
Sahlen's Legacy.
Oh, I miss Andrew.
I know.
We don't have the full fire.
Andrew's in Florida like a jerk, but he'll be back tomorrow on paper because we're starting a new Star Wars RPG tomorrow, 2 p.m. on YouTube. So make sure you're also following us over on YouTube. Make sure that you are following us here. We are currently in the middle of our partner push. So this is the beginning of week 2 of our Twitch partner push. We're trying to get a specific amount of average viewers here. And we've generally had those numbers on our higher performing shows like this one and tomorrow night, which is Perception Check, as well as Friday. We don't do anything Saturday. Friday night at 7:30 p.m. Those are big shows, and thank you for that. Is that Valen? Thank you, Valen. Thanks for the sub. 2 years. That's nuts. Thank you guys.
Awesome.
That Ramen Noodle says, "Oh my gosh, I love Star Wars. I picked the right channel." Wait till you see the costumes tomorrow on Chunk and Cucumber, our beloved belted friends. How'd you find us, if you don't mind me asking? Because I'm a curious bee. I'm a curious little bee.
Like the kind that goes bzzz, or the kind that is like...
I was thinking a Bizbee. I was thinking a little...
Oh, I was thinking like... Okay, the bzzz.
Oh, uh-huh.
I don't know what other bee it is except for Ant Bee.
Hey, Ryan, do we have that Chunk Cucumber video loaded for this? If not, that's fine.
I will get to it.
Okay, yeah, no rush. You let me know whenever. We can take a moment for that. So, I looked in the D&D section. You were there at the top. At the top! Whoa! I'll be damned. Thanks. That's exciting. Woo-hoo. Yeah, definitely, if you'd like, join our community. You mentioned you were interested in learning D&D. Join our Discord if you'd like to learn more about D&D. If you don't have the link handy, if you're watching this on, say, YouTube, our Discord should either be in the description below, or it's discord.rollforhotness.com. Hotness.
Can we roll for hotness for the Discord?
That would be cruel, and I'm not going to do that. Hardliner, thank you for the sub. 33 months. Holy crap, that's like just about the whole time, isn't it? Wow. Because sometimes you weren't an affiliate. That's nice.
Level 2.
And it's Hype Train level 2. Wow. Thanks, friends. So
I have
this show is interactive. If you didn't know, let's talk through that. I'm going to do stuff out of order again because I do that every time. So our players here, currently Bubo is helping the mass exodus of the Orcish people out of the city of Gala because they found a new leader, Chiwa, son of Whitemane. And it was Whitemane, right? It was
Whitemane, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right. And so you can help our players, or you can hinder our players, depending on your mood. For $5, you can give our players blessings, and those are D6 rolls that they can apply to anything. So they can give that extra little nudge on their checks. They can cash those in for damage. They can use it for healing. You can use it for any time dice are rolled. Is that me?
It's a little nudge. Haley did it. She was like,
nudge.
And so I'm like, it's a little...
For $10, you can give any of our players rerolls. So that means, like, if they roll a check, they fail the roll. This gives them another chance. And if you look at our screens, those are all denoted on one side or the other. Blessings are on the left of the screen.
Except for Aura and Nitsuj.
Oh yeah, so Aura and Nitsuj, they're special. They're gonna have a different setup.
So blessings for them are at the top. Ray rolls are at the bottom for them.
Ray rolls. Right
Ray rolls.
And so so there you go. generally speaking, blessings on the left, rerolls on the right, so that you all can keep track of how much trouble our players are in. For $15, you can give me DM rerolls, which are these lovely things, which allow me to force players to reroll their good rolls. And man, do I love and now need them because of a couple of our murderous tank characters that are currently at the show. Although Chiwa just took a walk, so it's back to basically just Aura. Murder machine.
Do you really? Do you need them though? Really? Do you? Really?
I do.
Really?
They make me happy. For $25, you can drop and describe a character of your choice. If you managed to see the clip we posted earlier, for instance, there was a unicorn that was dropped. It came about by wild magic, stuck around because of DM powers, which we'll get to in a second. But you can drop characters of your own description. These can be enemies. These can be allies. These can be just funny one-offs, whatever. We will fold them up, package them, and chuck them right into the story alongside our characters and have a lot of fun with them. And for $50, you can give any of our players DM rerolls. They can
what?
Not rerolls, DM powers. I don't know if I need more coffee, more soda, or more water.
We're all at natural 20, Danny.
Yes.
You're doing great.
Character.
I haven't Legendary Puce. Legendary Puce Guard of the Palace. He's really just a janitor, but a very wise janitor. Arsenal, if you don't mind, I know the perfect place to put him. So he might not show up for a little bit because I know where they're going tonight, and it's going to be fun. So thank you for that. So that
We'll
is
see if we
wonderful.
get there.
There's a chance. But he's
We knocked on the palace door last time.
wise
Do.
janitor. So DM powers allow our players to take over the story for 1 full minute. Whatever they say goes. That becomes truth and law within our universe. And that is how we ended up with the unicorn that I got to finally joyfully eliminate last week. He has children.
His children.
Clover. Ramen had a question. Who plays what class? That's perfect timing, because players introduce your characters. Captain Charisma, thank you for that. A blessing and a reroll for Nitsuj. Aww.
Oh, I'll take it. Thank you.
If he shows up tonight. I don't know.
Captain Charisma. That's Christian. From like WWE. That's his nickname, Captain Charisma.
Oh,
Christian from WWE isn't watching us right now.
oh.
I don't know. I mean, Matt Mercer's subbed. Kidding.
true.
He's been gifted subs.
Ah.
Oh my god! I just realized that the full video I made for Instagram saying to come watch didn't actually load the whole thing. It only loaded the end when I basically stopped working.
That's
Perfect.
Like
Yeah, well, maybe they'll all come in droves to cheer you up.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
No, it
I'm
uploaded
Haley.
backwards. Sorry, continue, please. Sorry, I'm doing myself.
Okay.
Back to our stir fry. Thank you for the sub. Sorry, 37 months of madness. Woo! How long have we been
You guys are
streaming? Is that like the whole time?
We've been
Goodness.
Probably.
3+ years.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
yeah.
36
that's
plus a
over
month,
years.
and we couldn't even get subs when we started. Like, I really got to track when we could have first started getting subs, because I feel like Akbar, you were in on the ground floor. Fred. Good show.
Hype train success.
I got a remote.
Oh,
Choo-choo.
I'm Haley.
Sorry.
I think we're ready for this, right?
We're ready. We're ready.
I don't know. I play Captain Aura Stone. She is a tiefling. Hacha. She is kind of half and half warlock and rogue.
Hi, I am Justin, and I was playing a character named Chiwa, who is a half-orc paladin, but I think we all know who's going to come in to the show tonight. So Nitsuj, who was my original character, he's been kidnapped for a while now, so he will be coming back tonight, and he is a Quailier, which is this world's elf race. He's a Quailier wizard with a heart beast named Hailstorm, who is a half-dragon, half-horse creature. And we're going to see how it goes tonight.
Maybe we rescue him. I don't know.
Nah, we don't know. We'll get to him or not.
It's like, oh, we're good. We'll just leave him.
Hey, who are you down there?
Oh, hello. I'm Ryan. I'm playing Andre Cabe. No, Andre Urta. Sorry.
Both are correct. You have 12.
Andre last name.
Andre last name.
Right?
He's an NFL fan of the third, but you can call him Dot.
Yeah. I am a gnome cleric, a cleric of death, circle of the grave. I am. Oh, you want the whole name? You want the whole name? All
You
right.
can't handle the
You
name.
can't handle the whole.
As Ryan freakishly tries to click and find the whole name.
Exactly.
There it is.
It's
Andre Cabe D'accord Benicio Leduc de Monrath Urta.
There it is.
your parents just went.
Your
Yeah,
own
like,
shirt, where it's just his names.
I want it to be like the shirt we already have. It's just his name goes all the way around the shirt. It's
oh, I love that.
That's
like a hula hoop of
funny.
name.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I am worshiping the god of death in this campaign. The god, his name is Clote, and currently he is bound to immortal chains that I am trying to break because people want to siphon his powers away, and I don't like that. But I'm also a little bit of a vampire right now, so that's also happening.
A little bit.
A little bit,
A little bit.
a little bit, a little bitey.
You can never go full vampire.
Oh yeah,
Never
you
go full
bit me.
vampire. I did bite you. I'm sorry.
You did. Apology accepted. By me. Maybe not Starheart, but me. Anyway, hi, I'm Diva, and I am playing Starheart. She is a precocious gnome / wee little rogue. She's bad at everything except drinking and causing mischief. That's kind of the thing. Currently, she does not. She does believe in a god herself. Yeah, she doesn't believe in any one deity, but that will probably change. Yeah, currently has wee little baby dragonling, ton of unnamed potions, and her unicorn just, exploded.
Yeah.
And that's Boobo. He's not here, but he's amazing.
Yes, Bubo is
He's
normally
like-
played by our
he's-
friend Andrew.
Everyone's favorite Coilier elf. With
It's true.
the... Yeah, I just say what he says. Yeah. A million portraits.
He does have a million portraits. He has an official fan club within the universe, probably the first of its kind ever. So for those of you new to the show or new to D&D, this is very much a homebrew system. Well, not homebrew system. 5e system. Homebrew world. So lots of unique rules, that sort of thing. But real quick, before we jump in, we got to also thank our wonderful sponsors! Like Wormwood. Look at that. Bam, bam. So Wormwood makes all kinds of beautiful luxury fabulous woodworking gaming accessories such as dice vaults, dice trays, dice towers, as you see all about you. And they've been wonderful to us. We've been lucky enough to get some gift cards for them, but also they sent us stuff to play with. They found us at a convention. They're just like, hey! Like, hey! And then that happened. It was super cool. So they've been great. And if you'd like free shipping from anything for theirs anywhere in the USA, make sure you use code PERCEPTION at checkout for free shipping. Super exciting. Second sponsor over there is going to be Level Up Dice. We are currently working with them to try and help them make some content. So having some of our characters or players go over to their channel to create something new for them, which is going to be exciting. But they make all kinds of luxury dice, including glass and bone and wood and stone and metal, and it's beautiful. So go check those out. If you use our links to go shopping, that helps us out. It helps us earn points so that we can earn enough to give stuff away directly back to you guys. And for Norse Foundry, they've also been fantastic. They made Felted Friend dice, laser etched. So if you don't know the Felted Friends, if you're new to the channel, make sure you tune in tomorrow in either show, 2 p.m., but preferably 7:30 p.m., but also both of them. Just show up. You got nothing else to do. The world's ending. And 7:30 p.m. So we'll be giving away another set of aluminum dice with the Felted Friends face on the highest number on every single die. Laser etched on. They're gorgeous. They're beautiful. They're color coded to the Felted Friends themselves. Very exciting. Yeah, and those are our sponsors. Thanks, guys. We're about to jump into it. There was something else I was gonna say.
Well,
Do we have
I remembered. Yeah, that's it. I gotta take this off though, so I can't hear you. Whee!
Okay.
Did Danny what?
something, things.
Thing.
You got a haircut.
Me? Yes.
Danny.
Yeah, I did. I cut my hair in the bathroom.
Aw.
No, not you, not you.
Sorry.
Not the boob.
Sorry.
All right. So thanks to a very, very generous individual sponsor. Wait, I have to look the opposite direction. You down there, thank you. We're going to be giving away a good berry tea from Geeky Teas, and we're going to be giving away a beautiful Black Hound Tavern cantrip candles. This is lovely. And that's if we hit
We're
300
burning it right now. It smells amazing.
You're doing that one, the Black Hound Tavern?
Oh
We
yeah.
actually are burning that one tonight.
Yeah.
Sneak
So
my
good.
sniff. Right.
Oh, it's so
Sniff.
good.
Whoever wins this, you get my sniff. Yeah, so Cantrip Candles and Geeky Teas are wonderful. They're both wonderful LA-based companies, and we have a decent relationship with those the folks at Cantrip Candles. They just opened a brick and mortar shop, which is super exciting. They're doing really well, and I've never made it out to Geeky Teas, but they came and they actually subscribed to us, and they'd never watched us before, just based on like word of mouth, which is super kind of them. They didn't have to do that.
Fun.
They're awesome. And it's a great place. So when the world opens up again, if you're in the area, definitely go and give them some business. They're fabulous. Mounds says, what was your favorite scent, Danny? My favorite scent from Cantrip Candles was Adventurer's Bounty, which I don't think it's discontinued, but it's just currently not on the docket.
Yeah, that one said sold out at Geeky Teas anyway, so I wasn't sure.
Geeky Teas is open, by the way.
Oh, good.
Like the whole thing?
They are open.
that's exciting.
That's cool. They have they do like gaming passes. So like for, I forget how much it is. Don't quote me. For like $5, you can game.
Not right now.
Not the gaming part.
No.
Just the store. Just kidding. The store is open, but when they do reopen, they have like a whole like gaming section that like you and your friends can go play board games. They've got like pretty much every board game in existence known to man, and it's like $5 for the day, and you can just like come and go as you please and play a bunch of board games. So. When they fully reopen, definitely go check them back out. But their shop is open, and I like supporting them because they're super cool.
They are super. They're fantastic.
And
now,
local business.
please help your local businesses. They need it. They really need it. Right. Oh, and also, I think when we talked about blessings and stuff, there are also group blessings. So if you don't necessarily want to give them to an original, this is a pool that they can pull from at any given time. Group blessings and group re-rolls. Might have had too much caffeine today.
All right. Let's do this.
Let's do this. All right. So last week, quite a bit happened. There was a lot of violence. Y'all barely made it out of the pit. You all were in a fighting pit, and things just kept getting thrown at you from the chat, and you were able to crawl your way out. You met up with Paragon and Paragon's new now ex-girlfriend, one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple. Gold digger eater.
Yep.
A glass unicorn named Tinkle is currently with you because when that unicorn died, it spawned a little glass unicorn that is now tinkling around and
Tinkle?
It's named Tinkle.
I didn't do what its name was. Okay.
Yeah, its name is Tinkle.
I have a little tinkle. Okay.
You fought off a would-be usurper, Kilfer Spar, who came riding on the back of his golem, who was going to fill the power void of the throne, but Prince Callum was able to make it safely into the throne room. Succession seems to be in line, and you are all on your way. So Starheart, Andre, and Aura. Bubo has left with Chiwa, so he's currently not here. But the three of you are able to walk up to the palace doors, and they open for you. The Violet Guard immediately let you in, having seen everything that you've done for the kingdom since you've arrived. Despite initially sneaking in. Yes.
Remind me, I believe I have the duck creature. No, the frog
duck
thing.
frog.
Oh yeah.
The frog.
Duck frog. I believe,
duck frog.
like, in my blouse, I have that and my baby dragon and now the tiny glass unicorn.
Yes, and Aura
Yep.
has a little baby Arclight Phoenix that is perched on her shoulder. Little chicklet. Adorable little chicklet.
And then Jarrett and Tiny Toes are still with us, right? 'Cause Tiny Toes was looking for
Jarrett
his-
and Tiny Toes are still with you. Jarrett is... How's he doing? He's not doing too hot. Paragon was able to heal himself, but Jarrett is looking a little winded. Not bloodied or anything, but just he's had a very long day. He's an older man. Jordy Lordy Party, thank you for that. Aura, as you're being cool, you see someone amongst the crowd, a 6'4" Kalashtar in golden and black skin with a blonde wig on, yelling out, "I heard my student, Aura, is here. Can someone tell me where she is? It's your teacher, Goldflake. Yes, this is Gold Dust."
Ryan, do you get it? I don't get it.
He's a wrestler.
He's a wrestler.
But I can't
Oh,
remember.
I get
It's
it
been so
now.
long since I've seen him. I don't remember what he sounds like.
I don't know if he spoke much.
He was very flamboyant in all of his costumes that he had.
Well, I'll do my best.
What he sounded like?
I mean, he sounded like Dusty Rhodes Jr., but I mean, it sounded like him, but he was just very flamboyant, right? He used to wear like
That
the
doesn't
gold, the wig that he's
we
talking
know
about.
what he looks like.
All right.
That doesn't help with what he sounds like.
Just be very flamboyant. Just be very
Okay. Fabulous. Thank you for that.
Eccentric, baby.
eccentric. Yeah.
Okay. Fun.
Deemer
Thanks, Jordy.
D16. Thank you for the follow. Welcome.
Thank you. Hi.
Fabulous.
You said Jarrett's not
Sounded sort of
doing good.
breathy.
Yeah.
Jarrett,
Breathy.
he's
That's
not.
right.
I mean, he's tired. He's not bleeding out. He's not dying today at the moment. Like he's just got the shit kicked out of him. He's an old man.
Shiwa healed him a little bit.
Yes.
Jarrett.
And it was necessary.
Jarrett.
Yes, my dear.
Jarrett.
Please don't tug so hard. Thank you.
And then while I was tugging on his sleeve, I put my hand on his arm and I cast Cure Wounds. For... Oh, come on, Diva. You know what dice are what by now? Okay, yeah, I do. For a whole lot and not much. 10.
10. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Starheart. I definitely needed that. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Now, may I please have a homunculus?
Starheart, you're kind of already accumulating a lot of animals. Let's just handle what
asked-
you've got.
But I asked for a homunculus like a year ago.
A homunculus is not a pet. It is a construct, and it's bound to me. It would be very difficult for me to give you one.
It would be a binding in which it would be bound to me, and I would be its master.
Jared,
Yes.
just curious. Is that something you might be able to teach her, if she's so keen on wanting one?
To make a homunculus.
Of course.
Well, it could take quite a bit of study, but it's not impossible. If no one has removed my old office, I do have a sort of desk underneath the palace. And perhaps I have some materials there, or a book or something that I could part with. I could do it in my sleep these days.
You see Starheart kind of like pull herself together a bit more, like, straighten her collar sort of thing, and just...
Oh, yes, I would like to understand the books, please. Understand the books, please.
Yeah, have we established whether or not you can read yet?
I would like to be instructed in the art of reading, please.
Well, I know
I
you've been
certainly
keeping a
don't have the time
diary.
for that, but I can leave you with the book and maybe someone can read it to you. If it's still there. There's no promises, of course. I've been gone from Gala for quite some time.
God, I can't read.
Where is my student?
Oh,
Where is the one who trained under me? Where is Captain Aura Stone?
I know that voice. It isn't my old teacher Goldflake. What on earth brings you here?
Well, I heard there was trouble, and, I used to do some fighting for these people. I'm one of the few people who's got a key to go in and come out at my will.
Well, that's something you certainly never talked about on the ship. Yeah,
I've missed you.
Yeah, it's definitely you. Is that glitter? Is that glitter you've had in there now?
Yes, do you like it? I thought it'd make me more majestic. And he's like, it's like all
Going
over
good.
him. You can tell he's practiced this like 30 times. Like he had fairly normal clothes, but they're all just saturated in dust now.
I mean, my eyes are just burning at your majesty, Professor. So, good to see you.
It's great to see you as well. Say,
Excuse me.
she's been getting into it, hasn't she?
Well, I did learn from the best.
Let me know if you ever want to scrap, but for now, I'm just on my way to see the king, prince, whoever's in charge now. I thought he might need a royal fighter or something.
I think he certainly does, considering how easily he was overtaken recently. Prince Callum is safely back on the throne, thanks to us, but you're going to see him. We're actually trying to find a friend that might be down in the dungeons. But since you happen to have a key,
Well,
I think that might
a
make...
metaphorical key, my dear. I'm welcomed, is all. That's all.
I see. Thank you for aiming away from my face this time, Professor.
Yeah.
Where does
I
it
only need to
land?
make my point once, that's all.
Where does it land?
Jarrett's just... Can we possibly, please, for the love of Sol and Sahlen and everything in it, can we please just move forward?
Of course, I know he's a bit garish, but Professor Goldflake is actually quite good with a cutlass. Well, we are headed inside if you'd like to join us, Professor.
Of course! He leans to Jarrett, he's like, I'm not really a professor. They just give me that. It's great. And Jarrett's like, oh! They walk in next to each other. So the gates open silently, inwardly to the palace, and they more unfold onto themselves, similar to the gates in the portcullis inside the arena. But it opens softly, and everyone seems to be wearing like slippers inside. It's very quiet. The floor is pristine and polished. You see various violet robes just kind of scurrying all around the place. You're in the main chamber. You're in the main hall. You can actually see Callum on the throne across the hall from you. But he's being basically bombarded. You see up on the dais with him, there's an old sort of crook-backed man leaning and talking to him excitedly, as well as a very tall, strong-looking woman who's also she's got one hand on the back of the throne, and she's also speaking very directly to him. And they're both speaking in hurried voices while the Violet Guard just checking every window, checking every door. A Violet Guard also kind of swoop in next to you, and they escort you. They don't talk to you, they're not being aggressive, but they're just making their presence known, and that they know that your presence is known.
Jarrett, would it be wise to go speak with the king to just have Nitsuj released to us?
Well, I see no reason why not. If anything, you all showed in battle that you are at least on the side of the prince. That's ought to be worth something.
I certainly hope so.
I just hope he doesn't take my head when I get there.
Well, I go up to
Okay.
Callum.
So you get maybe 10 feet to the throne before there are just too many people for you to continue to move forward. It's like 5 people deep surrounding the throne.
Can I slide through legs and stuff because I'm tiny?
Make an acrobatics
just go.
check for me. Yeah.
okay, acrobatal.
You you get under the first pair of legs, and then you're kind of trapped. You're fenced in by just all of these, you're just surrounded by purple tights and cod pieces. Ah.
And it's the king or it's the prince who's on the throne right now?
The king has not been found. And that seems to be, now that you're closer, you are actually able to overhear a lot of the conversation. And you hear Callum saying, I don't want to be made king until the Seer EVG thing. Thank you. Or these are VG. Thank you for the follow. Sometimes I can't read. Welcome. It decapitalizes on her alerts. Interesting. But you hear Callum saying, I don't want to be crowned until they find my father. He could still be alive. And you hear the old man who's leaning over the throne to talk directly in his face, long crooked nose. He's just like, you need to understand, sir, there is not a lot that we can do about this. If the people don't see a strong leader back in this throne in a day's time, everyone's going to be fighting and vying for the throne. You need to take charge now. But if I don't, then somebody is... but what if I do? And Father's all right? Am I still king? What happens then? And the tall woman behind the throne, she also leans in. You'll take care of it. One way or the other, you'll be safe with me. Johnny 5, thank you for the follow.
It's alive.
Thanks for the.
So you were able to overhear all of this, Starheart. Looking around, it's easier to back up than to push through, but if you'd like to try to continue to push through to the throne, you may make another acrobatics check.
How far away am I from him?
8 feet now, but like 4 people thick all the way around. There's just
Oh,
lots
my
of
voice
legs.
carries.
Your Highness? Your Highness?
What?
I'm stuck!
Who's talking?
Hearing Starheart in the fray, can I use thaumaturgy to amplify? I want to whisper, but I want it to just boom in the room. But I don't want to be yelling.
Sure.
Considering we just put the prince back on the throne, may we please have a moment with the Prince Regent?
A hush falls over the room. All the Violet Guard who are like hurriedly just like making sure like, it's like, is your belt tight enough? Like some of them are just there to make sure he looks the part, and other ones are there to make sure that he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. But they all swivel. The only person who doesn't flinch is the woman standing to the left of, your right, left of the throne, with her hand on the thing. She just makes eye contact with you. No real emotion on her face, just acknowledging your presence. She looks to the old man, he looks to her, and they both just kind of... They part.
Step forward and take a knee.
You heard her. Excuse me. Pardon me. Thank you.
Hello, my
Prince
friends.
Regent.
Like, you can call me Callum. I'm barely a prince as it is.
Well, Callum, we're happy to see you back on the throne. And now that Kurluk and Thalalhun are no longer a threat, I beg your pardon, but we do ask for a favor. Our friend was put under arrest while Kurluk was in temporary throne here, and we're wondering if we could retrieve him from your dungeons.
Yes, you of course have my blessing. I'd escort you myself, but I unfortunately have business that I have to attend to. And the old man kind of steps in front of him and cuts you off from his conversation. That's right. This is something that must happen right now. I apologize for the rudeness, but my name is Halthag.
Could you spell that, please?
It's Halthag.
Halthag?
Yeah. I am showman and historian to Gala, and I need to make sure the prince is ready to ascend to the throne today. He cannot go anywhere.
No, absolutely understood. Thank you for the follow. We don't mean to get in the way of his coronation. Absolutely not.
Prince, this is all right with you? And Callum's like, yes, please, help them. Give them anything they need.
Is there any indication where his father might have gone?
You see the old man and the woman kind of exchange a glance. And then they look to you, Andre. She says, walk with me. And they step down off the throne. Everyone whoosh. Like, they kind of moved out of your way when they walked, but when she takes a step, everyone, like, ripples away from her. But she and Halthag... They
Starheart is in awe.
Yeah. And
Just like,
and I mean they welcome the rest of you, of course, to this walk, to leave Callum alone to get his job done. Option delete, thank you for gifting those
oh
subs.
my gosh, thank you.
Very much. This, yay!
Thank you.
Excuse me.
Thanks,
We have
producer.
reason to believe that the king is somewhere in the sub-levels. Most likely in sub-level 2, which is our holdout room. Now, we have not sent anyone in there because we have been pressed for this. But our best guess is that if he has not quite made it back up by this point in time, either his guard is still holding and there's something down there, or he has fallen, and it is time for the prince to ascend. Brian Figgy, thank you for the sub.
Oh wait, that's not Nitsuj, that's the king is in sub-level 2. Correct?
Yes. Yeah,
that
so she's
Nitsuj?
talking about
Okay.
the holdout and where the king might be.
If the prince were coronated as king today, and the king were alive, would he automatically get the throne back, or would he have to challenge his own son?
You're a sharp one. He would have to challenge his own son. Part of why Callum wants no part of this. He doesn't want to fight his father. His father's a gentle man.
Has he thought about abdicating? I didn't read about that, but I've heard about it, and I know that it's something that you can do when you don't want to be in the throne.
You have a very sweet heart, young one, but...
It's Starheart.
Of course.
Huh?
There's no such thing as abdication here.
This is a country of warriors.
Well, honestly, we're headed down into the dungeons anyway. How much time could you buy us if we found the king? Maybe we could get him back up here in time.
You have 2 hours at best?
I go up to Aura and I tug on her tunic.
I'm like, Aura, aren't we here for Nitsuj?
Yes, of course we are, but if there's something we can do to help...
Well, you heard, no, you didn't hear, I heard. Well, what they said that they needed someone powerful to take the throne. And, I mean, we have me, so I could theoretically take the throne instead of the prince in his place, and then I could battle the king.
Starheart, I doubt that anyone in this country is going to willfully give you a throne without you challenging yourself.
I challenge myself all the time, but I'm not very good at it.
I'm saying you would have to challenge the prince.
Starheart, we're not here for a coup so you can have a beloved following. That's not what we're here for.
No, we're here for Nitsuj, but you want to get the king. But I said if we're not going to get the king, then I could have a throne, and then we could get Nitsuj, because then I would be powerful.
I was just asking how much time before it was necessary.
And they're also already giving us Nitsuj.
Yes.
We just have to go
2
get
hours. I can give you a key. And she closes her eyes for a moment. She reaches out her hand, and sort of from out of the wall, as you've seen a lot of the walls and structures here made out of this clay are more flesh-like than they are solid at times. A small golem just kind of boom, boom, through the wall. 3 feet tall tops. Walks up to you. Orange flame, not a violet flame. This seems to be a sort of like servant-style golem. It walks up to you. This would be the key for the first 2 levels. It should get you to the dungeon to get your friend. Bring it, walk it up behind the throne. It should open up the wall, and then you can continue down your way. Please, if you can, find the king first and find him quickly. And then find your friend, of course.
If we're not back in time and we do find the king, what happens with his life then?
Say again?
If we do find the king, but we find him outside the 2 hours, and the prince is ascended to the throne, then what happens to the former king?
You must fight for his throne back.
Regardless.
Regardless. It is our way.
Can't he change the law?
Yes, but at the ire of all of his citizens, it would be deemed unwise. We are a proud warrior race. We are also a proud gentle race.
All right. We'll do our best. Do you have any means that we could communicate with you?
Not directly,
Down there,
and
you
I will
find him?
be busy, unfortunately. Ah! Hey, Stephanie Andrea, thank you for the follow.
Thank you for the follow.
Thanks, friend.
Mm-hmm.
And Guardian, I don't believe we got your name.
I'm Lady Ornette. I'm strategist and general to all of Gala. And I've fought my way here to the top. And you see Goldflake in the background, like... I told her everything she knows too! Yes, thank you, Professor.
If we do find him in time...
Option delete, thank you for gifting all those swords! Subs? Swords?
Sword
What's happening
subs.
to my brain? Yay!
If we do find him in time, I will be able to send a message down there. So...
Alright.
We'll keep in touch.
Yes, and
Is there absolutely anything you can glean to us what we should expect down there?
Not a thought. Most of us were imprisoned ourselves until very, very recently, and now we're scrambling just to rebuild our kingdom as it stands. And if we don't have the ceremony, there will be challenges.
So it might have been something that Karluk put down there.
Simply yes, most likely.
Right. Well, then we don't really have time to waste.
Can you
Jared?
point us in the direction? Oh, sorry, what?
Yes.
Paragon, I know you're fit to fight, but Jarrett, are you up for this?
I'll be fine. The fact that I wasn't just put in shackles by that woman speaks volumes to my redemption. So, I feel like I am on top of the world at this moment.
All right. Well, Jarrett, lead the way.
Yes, Captain. And he kind of pats the golem on the back, and it sort of just starts walking and following him. So you round that gaggle of people that are surrounding Prince Callum. You go to the back of the throne, and there's this very, like everything else here, extraordinarily ornate depiction, like sculptures, embossings, like full moving sculptures, like shadow boxes that retell histories over and over and over again, like little tiny golems that reenact past battles or ascensions or challenges. Like any great story in the history of Gala is depicted here. Whoa, option delete, thank you for that. Welcome back, Nitsuj. That is DM Powers for Justin.
Oh no!
And a monster drop.
And a monster drop.
Shoot.
So
Right as we go down to the dungeon.
beautiful.
I am like basically out of spell slots too, because we haven't had a rest in a while.
Oh, that's the other thing I didn't talk about, guys. So every time we hit our goals, so at $100, that's going to unlock a monster drop. So that is a boss level monster that our party has to contend with. At $200, that's going to be a roll for every player here on the wild magic table. And then at 300, that will be a broaden horizons for the group, because we learned that individuals were sort of a lot. So this allows us to keep track of that. And then anything
And
past
then
that, we'll let you know. But also, if we hit 300, we'll be giving away a cantrip candle and some geeky teas. Yay! A random turnip, thank you for that. The grand unsolicitor, Richard Picks. I don't know. I'm sure that's a reference.
Sorry, Brian. Our top number, Justin and I, this is reroll or blessing?
That's your blessing.
Okay. I'm going to use one to heal up, because
Gotcha.
Diva, you said you're almost out of spell slots, and Andre...
Mm-hmm.
I'm
How
actually
are you
okay.
doing?
I can survive.
I mean, I have spell slots, but they're all bad. Well, there's no bad spell slots. They're just kind of wimpy.
There's no bad spell slots.
Wimpy.
Hooray. What?
Well, Cactus Starframe made an interesting idea for a future goal.
We can do it today if we want.
Call it.
That'd be
Interesting.
great.
I like that, Cactuar. Yeah, I mean, if you want to do it, do it. So Cactuar has suggested that we should have a donation amount to restore spell slots. Wink. $10 for a first level, $10 more for each additional level. I mean, sure. Are you? And you guys are able to see spell slots on their character sheets in the overlay, I hope? Is that something you guys can track and find a way? Because I think otherwise we would have to have a way visually, in the future, a way visually for people to track where everybody's at. Because otherwise it might seem
we don't
like a
wanna-
shot in the dark.
Yeah, it's hard to.
Or you can just ask us, and we can just tell you how many we have.
Michi, no.
No.
DM Powers is enough of a wish spell, thank you.
Yeah, right? Beyond.
So also, if anyone knows what that Richard Picks reference is, because it's got to be, I don't know what it is, so I'm sorry. He's just a guy in my head, so I feel bad. Anyway, so you approach this door, which is sort of just dancing with history. Jarrett, again, sort of gently taps the golem, who then steps forward to enact his role as key to this wall. He holds up his little golem-y hand, and his fingers sort of extend tendril-like into various like nooks and crannies in the door until you just hear like the whole wall opens up. into a bit of darkness. Yes, Starheart.
I just want you to know that after someone mentioned that Jarrett could potentially teach me how to conjure up a homunculus, that I have been somewhat miming and doing everything that Jarrett is doing. So if he touches a wall, I also touch a wall.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you know, in case anything.
Okay, I got it. And
Guess
thank
he's
you.
a trap
You all
anywhere.
literally had to spell that out for me. I get it. Thank you. I would never have gotten
Oh my god. Okay.
that. That is ridiculous.
Wow.
Thank you for that.
Nah, get it.
What?
Ridiculous.
Yeah, no, Reed, I had no idea. I actually...
Yeah, I was
Because
not there either.
No, I wasn't being
Character
facetious.
joke.
I didn't know. You guys keep throwing wrestlers at me, and I was just like, that's probably another wrestler I've never heard of.
Yeah.
Richard.
There it is.
Can you imagine that promo?
Oh, no. Great. Bye, Apple Tater
before
says,
we-
don't thank me. I'm really sorry I had to tell you that. That's all right. I'm really sorry I had to find out.
I was like when you had to
Glubby
explain
glub.
that thing to me. All right. All right. As he's
Stories for
opening
later.
the door,
Yeah.
stories for later. As he's opening the door, I'm gonna summon the fates, and I'll put it in my in the sheath, but I want it like ready to go. So everything's like fired up, and I'm actually gonna cast haste on myself too before he opens the door.
I summon my tankard and take a sip out of it.
Good call. I am going to summon.
Does that
my
do anything for her?
weapon.
And take a sip of it.
Oh
You
yeah,
feel
I was just gonna say, for people who are tuning in for the first time, my spiritual weapon as a cleric is a spiritual tankard because Starheart's kind of a lush.
Yeah. So you take a sip and you feel that sort of radiant hum that you felt before. Arsenal, thank you for that. Another prisoner, Darius Smidge. He 100% deserves to be there. He's bad and killed a lot of people. This is not a reference to anything, just a new character. Thank you, Arsenal Roy 2K. Clear. I'm like, is
What?
this a hidden
Thank you.
penis joke? Is it a Darius Smidge? I like that name. Darius Smidge.
Smidge. An option. I can't believe you haven't seen his mug before.
I'll answer him on
Oh, okay.
chat.
Sorry. Oh man, I'm trying to think if there's like anything else we can do to prep.
I just I look down and I'm doing this and I ask my no, because I just did that unconsciously because I was thinking that's where the little dragon is and everything. But I look down and I ask I look at the little baby whelpling, like,
Do you want to stay there? Or would you like to be on my shoulder and try to breathe fire?
It crawls up your shoulder and just kind of rests there. So it's got its head facing behind you, and you just kind of feel the claws like right here, but not digging in, just holding on. But it goes back
what
to
is
sleep.
what about the rivet?
It still is continually just. No, wait, crap. Is it?
No, it's like
It's Donald Duck. What are you saying with it?
Okay. And its eyes are all crusty with tears. It's a permanent frown, even though it has like a weird froggy duck bill. This is a miserable creature that you have picked up. It brings nothing but misery to itself and to others.
I take just a moment because I feel so sad for this thing, and I take just a moment out of this crazy time that we're in, and I pick it up and I give it a little kiss, like on the cheek. Really? That's how you're gonna react?
You don't know if that was good or
That's
bad.
the sound it makes.
Yeah, but
Might be its pleasant
that was the
noises.
sound of misery.
Maybe.
It's back.
So there's a bit of a corridor, and Jared is able to sort of fill you in on what's happening here. We're about to go down to sub-level 1. Normally what's here is going to be massive larders, so storage foods, private workshops of alchemists and aspiring golemen, so workshops, lots of clay. My old desk is there. I'm going to try and find that book for you, Starheart. There are also claysmiths who make nigh indestructible ceramic weapons. There are this wine storage, walls and walls of it, that should be coming soon, and as well as the servants' quarters should be here. Just get ready. So the tunnel you're in continues to just descend. It started gradually, and the slope has now turned into steps as you continue to go down. Whoa, Hardliner, thank you for that. A blessing
Thank
for Aura. Sorry, 2 blessings for Aura, a blessing for Nitsuj, and went away.
Blessing for Nitsuj, a reroll. Nitsuj got a blessing and a reroll. Andre got 2 rerolls, and I got 1 reroll. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Very,
guys so
very
much.
So much.
And did that put us at
Hardliner.
200?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
We're going
yeah.
to-
Wild magic.
Wild magic. We haven't even got to drop the monster yet. Very excited.
Brian, I'm already going to use one of those because I need some healing.
Fair enough.
Thank you, Hardliner. Oh, thank goodness I maxed on it.
Nice. Nice. Look to the rainbow. Cool. So we've got. Yeah, so the stairs continue down. That little golem is still kind of leading the way to the next door. He kind of, instead of this time his fingers turning to tendrils, he sort of just walks into a slot in this door that is him-shaped and just kind of boom, walks through it, and another door slides. Again, eerily silently. This place doesn't make a lot of noise. However, on the other side of the door, it is everything that Jared explained, but sort of damaged. You see, the larders have been almost completely raided or damaged. The shelves are splintered. Most of the food is gone. Other food has been destroyed. Most of the desks and workshops have also been upturned. A lot of the items and materials, components have been stolen or smashed, otherwise destroyed. The claysmiths, their forges have been destroyed, but the weapons that have been finished, they were unable to break. So there are some ceramic weapons that do exist here. They're just kind of laying around. And then you see...
So there are weapons that are laying around?
There are weapons that are laying around.
Could I grab one?
Yeah. So let me I'll show you what the pile looks like. So there's a halberd.
Okay.
There's a halberd with a ceramic blade in it. The entire halberd is ceramic. It's made from the same clay as everything else around you. That nice, soft to the touch, but incredibly dense clay. And it has on its staff, swirling all the way around, there's again more just motifs and things that include, usually it's like a human and a golem, repeating patterns sort of all over the place, as well as just beautiful patterning. There's also a ceramic cutlass that is on the floor, as well as a ceramic dagger. And all of them are sculpted out of one piece, but then wrapped with leather for comfort, and sometimes with some jewels and finery just to make them look nice. These were weapons generally crafted for royals. Most of them seem to be more for ceremony than for fighting, but they were definitely built up to snuff.
Oh, so they look more, to Starheart's eyes, they would look more decorative.
Yeah. Oh, they're definitely decorative, but because they were built for royalty, they're also not allowed to shirk on the craftsmanship. So they can do either. They're beautiful, but they're deadly.
I lean over to Starheart. Dibs on the cutlass.
You hear
Crown?
a bottle smash in the shadows around the corner. Whoop.
Change.
Sorry.
When the bottle smashes, do I smell any ale?
You smell wine. It smells like a nice wine, an expensive wine, as it wafts up into the air.
Starheart beelines it for the direction of this scent.
Okay. You see a man draped in a puce robe, leaning over the area, and he seems to be holding a staff in his hands. His back is to you. Majority Lordy Party, thank you for that. A mangled monstrosity, the being built of scrolls, books, and letters, wearing a cloak that itself is a giant scroll. Eyes beaming dark red, speaks very articulate but also gross, utters, "Allow me to take his magic," as he tortures Nitsuj, being paper cuts, I'm assuming is that, yeah? So when we get to Nitsuj, I'm going to place him there. So he's going to hover for a bit in existence before he appears. Thank you for that.
for your donation.
Thank you very much.
That is really cool. A
Paper
cloak
cuts
made
are
out of
the
a
worst.
You've heard of Muppet Man, right? Well, this is
Scroll. Scroll man. Oh.
Scroll Man. Dun, 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 dun. Scroll Man. Come together with. I'm sorry.
Thank you for that. So, Starheart, what do you do when you see this man with the staff with his back to you?
I'm less concerned about the man, and I'm more have that kind of preternatural sense of booze. And so
What
that's
do
what
you
Excuse me?
Oh, hi there! And he turns around. And you realize the staff that he's holding is a mop. Oh, well, yeah, I'm a member of the Pew Scar. That's what we call ourselves here. It's nice to meet you. There's lots of things to clean up. I'm busy today. A lot of my friends are dead. Hi.
Oh, a lot of our friends are dead too.
That's the thing about it, isn't it? Well, yeah, this bottle fell over. I don't know what to, sad. You know, this is probably worth about 3,000 gold or so.
What?
Oh, yeah, also this wine was laid down about 2,000 or 3,000 years ago at the beginning of Gala. And, not a lot of it's claimed. It's just kept here for the royals, because they were the ones who first, laid it down. And... Well, no, I can't let you take it. That's part of my job in the Pew Scar. Again, it's not a real thing. It's just what I like to call myself. He just starts mopping up that again. But you realize, as he's mopping into the wine, he's also mopping up blood. And there's something that tells you that this dude can't tell the difference. He just sees wet on floor, clean up, wet on floor. And he's just kind of getting to work. There's a bucket on the side.
Well, let us help you pick up these weapons that have been so carelessly placed on the floor.
Make a deception check.
As I put it on my person. No, kidding. Deception. Natural 20 for a 33.
Well, aren't you just the kindest soul that ever did exist? Thank you so much. You look royal in your own right, don't you? Well, you just be gentle with those. I'm kidding. You can't break them with a hammer. A hammer's a heavy thing. I'm gonna keep cleaning. You know, those belonged to a fella, and I think those fellas who was here before, they turned them into something unnatural. But well, and he just goes back to mopping.
Oh, hey,
these
Mr.
particular
Mothman.
weapons?
Oh yeah, he was really protective of them before he turned into that thing. So,
What did this thing look like?
well, he used to be named Jerry, and he just looked a lot like me, but, he didn't wear the puce. He wasn't good enough to wear the puce. He just had a, craftsman's robe. He had a leather apron and, some tools and stuff. You want me to roll for hotness on the janitor? He's an 8. Shockingly.
It's the accent, really.
Yeah. Mopping. It's all arm work,
Did Jerry have a full name? Was that a nickname?
Well, you see, not a lot of people like to communicate with the Puce Guard because, we're so elite. No, really, they think I'm trash, so they don't talk to me much at all. So, no, I never learned his surname, but like I said, he's something else now.
No, is Jerry a nickname?
I don't know.
Like for Geraldonimus?
He could be anything as far as I know.
Gerald Leander?
You're probably right.
Let's not talk about Jerry when we could be talking to this handsome gentleman right here. And I kind of start brushing his arms. Now, could you paint us a picture of what...
No, I can't paint for anything, miss.
Well, just with your words then, could you describe?
Right, well, okay, so he used to look, like I said, a little bit like me, strong jaw, better shape, to be honest with you. He's a strong fella. But then those big fellas with the yellow scars, they came through and they pinned him down, and the biggest one kind of like vomited over him, and that sort of congealed across his body, and it sort of turned him inside out there for a minute, and then he went all black goop, splotched on the floor, and the next thing I knew, he's crawling up the ceiling somewhere. So he's left me alone, so I haven't bothered him much.
I see.
Yeah, he never liked
That
people
sounds
handling his
weird.
weapons, though, so...
Interesting. Well, you are very brave, and thank you so much for staying down here at your guard, at your post.
I do but serve.
As this exchange
Now,
was
do you
going
know-
down... Oh, sorry.
Oh, just one last question. Now, do you know if there's anything Jerry doesn't like? fire, sunlight, anything like that?
Well, Jerry he was quite the outdoorsman, Jerry, and a bit of a ladies' man, if you ask me. He was very popular above, this level. Even they even liked him at the palace. They even said things to him by name. They said, "Hey, Jerry, clean up that shit," and they knew his name.
What an honor.
It is. They just call me the Puce Guard, and I just started wearing it like a badge of honor. But as far as Kurt, like I said, he hasn't bothered me since he's become a sort of goo ball on the ceiling, so he's left me alone just fine. Yeah.
Oh, they're over here. They're here. Anyway.
I was going to say, while Aura was flirting for information, I went to the broken jug of wine.
Okay.
I haven't had anything to drink or eat in quite a while, and I'm parched and sad.
It was a long glass wine bottle. It was maybe the length of half of your body. These are like larger stores. They were meant for feasts, so they were bottled larger.
Oh, dang.
And this one, you kind of like follow the trail of where it had fallen, and everything in reachable level has been cleared out. You're assuming by the orcs when they were here. But there are, if you look higher, you see that there are easily another 100 or so bottles left, a good maybe 15 feet above your head. But most of the shelves have also been broken and splintered, so you'd have to climb for them if you really wanted any. The rest of this just got mopped up by him, so you're just looking at broken glass at this point.
Oh, I was thinking if there was like any left in the jar that I would have, or the thing. What do you put wine in? Wine cask?
Bottle?
Wine jar?
This one was in a bottle.
Wine bottle. There you go. I was thinking if there's any left in the broken bottle, I would just drink it.
You do see, like I said, you do see a large store of wine. It's just right above your head, so you could climb for it if you wanted. You know what, miss? You've been mighty kind. And he kind of looks down to where you were touching him on the arm and just, I'm gonna help you with the weapons, okay? May I help you with these weapons?
Please do. And I hold out the cutlass.
So he picks it up and he kind of scoops another couple like little bits and pieces off the ground, maybe some unfinished parts, and he starts moving them back towards the craftsman table. He makes it about 3 steps down before a tendril comes from the darkness of the ceiling and just kind of like, and he gets yoinked up into the darkness and just,
that wasn't
the
very
weapons
nice,
are again on the
Jerry.
ground.
Do we all see that?
Oh yeah. There's not much else to see down here. So his body has been pierced like as if by thousands of needles. He's just kind of bleeding out from various places in his body. But the swords and the weapons sort of land exactly where they were. And you hear this like above you.
May I make an action?
Sure.
Is he above near the wine storage?
He's sort of around the corner. So there was a shelf for the larder. You're kind of on the other side of that. You're able to see through those shelves. You'd have to walk back around to see his body directly.
But I have the sense that there's something up on the ceiling.
Yeah, you can definitely hear it. And you saw him get yoinked up and dropped down.
I choose to climb up from where I am.
Mm-hmm.
Like I take, I have a, boop, 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 boop. I have a small dagger. And so I'm just going to kind of have that out with, I'm assuming my spiritual tinker just kind of floats.
Yeah, it floats around wherever you need it.
So I go with both of those. And I tell my little dragonling,
Okay, hold on, buddy.
and then I start climbing the broken shelves.
All right. So clarification: you're climbing the shelves to the wine, not the other shelves of the larder, right? Because it's wine against the wall, the larder shelves, and then your friends. So you're climbing up the wall one, the wine one.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I'll tell you what I'm imagining I do is I'm imagining that if I go up that way, I can get high enough that I can either walk on the tops of them to whatever it is that's on the ceiling, while getting, a little sippy, or just be able to get and surprise attack him without him seeing me.
Got it.
But the wine is kind of the impetus.
Okay. So make either an athletics or an acrobatics check to see if you can get up there safely. Because as you start climbing, you hear kind of like creaking and popping of the shelves as you start going up.
This is Kevin from Home Alone right now.
What'd you say? Acrobatics or what? Athletics? 21?
Yeah, you
critical.
scale up there pretty quickly. You find actually a little kind of pocket amongst a bunch of bottles, like the sort of just what is the word for it? Like when weight is distributed, I guess it's that. So there's basically like an arch made of wine bottles, and there's like this little open space that you've sort of tucked into. So there's lots of bottles above you, but none of them are like on you, and you're able to kind of peek out from there, and you can see the outline of this tendrily beast, and actually reminds you of your fight with Alhoun forever ago in that sort of dark space, that sort of void, where he was all just sort of this gelatinous thing with lots of tiny tendrils.
Okay,
This looks like a sort of miniature version of him. Like he's left a piece of himself in this place. And this is the monster drop for you guys, to clarify. Hello, Level Up TTV. Welcome. Hooray. So actually, let's now roll for initiative since we're all here.
Ooh.
DM powers, please.
Oh, shite! It's Basil time, or it's Basil time. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. All right, so DM powers.
Give me a second.
you got
Let me
the
get my.
Oh, sure. I have a time.
Do you want us to give you initiative?
Yeah, let's take initiative if you need a minute, and then we can fill that in.
I have
All right,
16.
You have what?
16 for start.
16. Thank you.
What number is this?
15 for Aura.
Wow.
7.
I got a 7.
7.
Andre. All right. We got Jarrett at 11. We got Tiny Toes at 8. Oh yeah, there was a question for Tiny Toes a while back, and I missed it, didn't I? Oh no, you were asking if he was okay. Starting Tiny Toes, and I'm gonna say, I think Gold Dust was still smoozing upstairs, or Gold Flake rather is still smoozing upstairs. And then we haven't met Richard Pix or Darius Smidge yet, and they're on their way. So yeah, currently we have initiative. You ready to go?
Give me
It's okay. I can RP if you need to.
give me Kelrex's voice, please. No. Yeah, give me Kelrex's voice, please, Danny.
Okay.
You swear to me you would like to make a deal.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's great. Nope, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna say it, and then you can fill it.
Okay.
Amazing voice. I'm not gonna try and attempt that one. Okay, ready.
Oh yeah.
And go. Nitsuj, hearing Starheart's voice in her head minutes before all this started happening, Kilrek also hears Starheart's voice in his head and gets jealous that Nitsuj is on the verge of dying, not of his hand. So he whispers to Nitsuj, I want you for myself, and your friends are going to help you get to me. And he's going to give 50 temporary hit points to Andre, Starheart, and Aura. But at the end of the day, before they go to sleep, they will be poisoned because it's a necrotic kind of temporary hit points. And that's it.
You got time. Yeah, out of time. Damn! That was awesome. So, you all feel...
Thanks, I guess.
So you're already looking up at something dreadful as it sort of drips and slops and slurps around. But you suddenly feel a horrible chill starting at the base of your feet, working its way up your body, just drawing the warmth from you. And you feel this oppressive presence beginning to fill you from like a pinprick in your heart, spreading out directly into your minds. And you just hear,
I want you to save him. Bring him to me unsullied.
And you all suddenly feel strength. You just feel strength that you didn't have before. You feel completely reinvigorated, but everything about it feels wrong. It's like a terrible drug. It's something that's just, it is unnatural. It's not meant for you. You didn't ask for it. You didn't want it, but now you have it.
Do we happen to have spell slots that have opened up because we are super strong?
That's not what he said. Sorry about it.
Forgot about that, sort of.
No, it's totally fine.
Manly says, so caffeine?
Yeah,
It's caffeine.
isn't it time you drink a lot of Coke?
We just
you know?
drank like 4 monsters in a row. That's what just happened to us.
Oh my gosh. Before we start before we're in combat, I want, because I'm scared about my dragon, I just make sure that he's fully secure.
Sure, yeah. You tuck him back into the little like baby Bjorn thing that you've meshed.
And I don't want the frog anymore.
You can ditch him at any time you want.
I know, but poor
Just throw it
Poor
up at
thing
the
is just
he looks, he turns to you, his horrible face. KMMCM, thank you for the follow. That horrible, misshapen, like unnatural face turns to you. It's like one eye is a little droopier, both the pupils are looking here. There's like this weird sort of like pus thing leaking from a corner.
Okay, that's gross.
You know, it's that thing where Casper goes into the Lazarus thing and comes out like an egg. Remember that part in Casper the movie?
No, I just think of a
It's
frog
been
with like
like 20 years. Casper,
It's
for
been
me.
too long.
You know what you gotta do is blow on his mouth
You
and make him
want
a
it?
balloon like in Shrek.
Do you want down?
It's just
Ew. I believe that Starheart interprets that as he wants down, so I let him down, which is like way up high on a shelf.
immediately leaps toward the danger. Because again, unbeknownst to all of you, were he able to speak in any language understood by any of you, all he's been saying this entire time is, kill me, kill me, kill me. And he sees an opportunity. And he leaps and starts just slapping his dumb frog duck legs against the weapons, just making all this noise, and just looks up with his little shitty wings that can't bring him anywhere, and just waits for the army of tendrils to shoot down from the ceiling and just tenderize him.
No, wait, no.
That's our distraction! That's our distraction! Take it!
Yeah, so you see it kind of folding in on itself and starting to eat. You see more tendrils go and scoop up the puce guard. And now it's kind of gnawing on both of those bodies. It's a little distracted at this particular moment. It is still on the ceiling. The ceiling is only 20 feet high. Just so you know. So it's clearly visible. It just blended in with the shadows when you first came in here. So going the old timer. Yes. All right, Starheart, you're up first.
I was like, I don't know who's
I
up right
forgot.
now.
We were in initiative. I forgot.
What?
Yeah.
Someone asked me if the last time I tried for a divine intervention roll. I don't is that a spell?
No, it's something that clerics can do. I can do it too.
Oh. I didn't know I could do that.
Read your sheet. Boo-doo-pa-ba-doo.
I do.
Know your shit.
I'm not
Whoa,
gonna know.
103 viewers. Holy crap. Thanks, everybody. And welcome for
Hi,
newbies. Thanks for
everybody.
hanging out. Hooray.
While I figure out what I'm doing, Ryan, can you tell me where that would be on my sheet?
That would be in your features and traits, all the way down right before you get to racial traits.
Down your sheet, down your sheet, down your sheet.
I don't think
The old timer says I have to
don't
clean my mind with that image. Yeah.
I don't have divine intervention.
Are you a 10th level cleric?
No.
No, because she started
Nine.
splitting into rogues. She's multi-class. So you haven't
That's
gotten
why.
to it.
Okay. So I'm not dumb. read my stuff. I knew it was down there. I know the thing. Anyway, I'm going to cast...
Arsenal 2K! Oh, because we just added this tonight, one spell slot for everyone if that's going to be a thing. So this was, I think that's a level 1 spell slot?
Yeah.
Right? Yes. Thank you for that.
If I have those spell slots, can I go up one?
You'll get an additional in that slot category because the other ones are slightly more...
Cool. I am going to... So I have my spiritual tankard out. I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at him first, at the thing.
Okay.
And it is... That's good. 25 to hit.
Ooh, there you go. I will hit.
X
And
attack
then
has
it is... that's 50.
What's that?
17 radiant damage.
Nice. Yeah.
And then I'm also going to attack with my spiritual tankard, which does not do nearly as much damage as I want it to. But let's see. It is a I hear you. Natural. It's critical 26 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That's good. I got that because I rolled a 1 for damage. So that's 1. So that's 3. So 6 damage. 6 bludgeoning.
Do it. All right, that was for awesome. 6 bludgeoning.
Woohoo! I feel like if I hit someone with my spiritual tankard, it should also make them like a little wobbly.
They're not drinking it; they're just getting hit with it. Although the radiant damage does seem to, like, when it touches it, you hear this like crackle and hiss, and some of it seems to sort of evaporate away from the main mass. It's sort of, you smell this rancid stench that kind of, as there's nowhere for this gas to go, so it's just kind of like floating at the top, this dark sort of cloud. But it definitely seems to kind of lose a bit of itself and tuck itself in like this horrible dough. Next up is Aura.
Right. I kind of look at Jarrett and go, we need those weapons, don't we?
They are very nice. They're the finest craftsmanship outside of my own.
All right. I am haste. I feel like we've been down here for more than a minute, so I will recast haste on myself. And then... fine. And then I'm going to use my Boots of Spider Climb and use my movement to run up the wall. My weapon was already out in my sheath, so I'm going to arm myself and go for a couple attacks on it. Do not really want to be that close to this thing, but here we are. All right. Because it's... I don't know if it's distracted anymore. Cheese. All right. So, action. Bonus action. Okay. I'm gonna take a couple attacks against it with the fates. So 2 attacks there. Okay. A 24 to hit, and what is that? 34?
More than that.
33 to hit. No.
Yes.
Yeah, 33.
Nope. Too much. Take it back.
Yay! Is the guy he ate dead?
He was dead when he hit the floor. Now he's just being slowly devoured.
Great. Okay.
You can actually see like his knee is kind of like hanging out near your face because you're upside down near him now, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'll also do a bonus action attack with the dagger too. And then do the 19 hit him?
Yes.
Okay. Dagger's not lit. Oh, this is the sunlight damage. Okay, well then, since there's nobody else around me within 5 feet, I'm gonna take my sneak attack.
This damage is brought to you by Wormwood.
Or a man.
Haley is rolling all her dice on her beautiful Wormwood dice tray.
It's true, I am.
You can get one of these at wormwood.com.
Wormwoodgaming.com.
Free shipping using code Perception at checkout. If you're into Wormwood, go for it. Oh, also Norse Foundry. That's the bit that I forgot. Our sponsors, Norse Foundry. Our code over there is Perception Check for 15% off anything in their stores, or at least most everything that I'm aware of.
So if you need some dice to roll in those dice towers.
Yeah, Beard on a Batman, think about 100 viewers, time for a giveaway. But first, time to take something away. These cells once held the greatest thief in the lands. Without the guard open, it seems he has escaped and now sees a large group of distracted people with shiny objects. Thank you for that, Beard on a Batman. That actually reminds me, I have to pull up a wonderful wild magic table because I didn't do that yet either.
Yeah, you did.
Oh,
Your
yeah.
heart just like a shiny thing.
And also get active in the chat. That's how we'll know who to give it away for.
Yes, and for those of you who just recently joined us, the current giveaway is for a lovely, beautiful, wonderful smelling. This is the Black Hound Tavern scented cantrip candle.
What's that sound? What's that smell like, Danny?
I'll let you know. It smells like whiskey and firewood. This is like crack to me. This is the best. This is like among my
Cantrip
favorite.
candles are amazing.
They're super, super good.
They're
True.
so good.
And we also have tea from Geeky Teas. This is the good berry tea for you D&D nerds out there. And so we'll be giving these away together in a cute little bundle. And we're going to send that your way. So get active in the chat, type away, do your thing. And if you do win, make sure to join our Discord and then send me a message. I'm Danny, Perception Studio on there. And I'll confirm your Twitch channel, all that stuff, and we'll get your shipping information. We'll send that out to you.
Thank you for
actually
the
sounds like
sub-metal
a-
headbanger.
Aqueous Echo, it does. They all smell great. My favorite is Adventurer's Bounty, but I also have the Sweet Fig Farmhouse for myself, which is over there on the shelf. I light that all the time. It's super good.
I almost thought. I think they were out.
Wait, that was here.
I like the Autumn Festival. That's very like
They're all-
spicy and apple.
They're all
great.
wonderful.
They're all good. I want to
All
smell them
wonderful.
all. There's some that I haven't smelled that I even bought for the future giveaways that I haven't smelled. So I'm a little jealous of you guys. Okay, 48 points of damage. I don't know if Sahlen damage matters or anything in that.
It
Yeah, it
does.
should.
Okay. Then that is 8 points of Sahlight damage.
Thank you.
Holy damage.
Radiant, yeah.
Radiant damage.
So that same sort of hiss, that same pop and crackle, and as it begins to sort of just burn away from that holy energy, that awful black sort of mist, that rancorous mist, kind of comes back around your face. And please make a Constitution saving throw as this billows into the air.
Right, I'm gonna roll it.
Gonna roll the giveaway. The Old Timer 74, congratulations on that giveaway. If you can, please definitely join our Discord. It's going to be over here, and that's for everybody. Join our Discord. We got a wonderful community. We've got tons of shows. If you're new here tonight, come and check us out. We've got lots of stuff. We currently are doing 3 shows on Twitch a week for this month while we're doing our partner push, but all of our other shows have not gone away. They're just on YouTube temporarily. So that's a lot of information, but yeah, we're happy to catch you up on that. So congratulations, the Old Timer 74. Welcome to the channel. Congratulations. And we'll, so yeah, join the Discord, send me a message, send me a DM, and we'll make sure we get that all sorted for you, and we'll get that your way.
Let us know how you like the scent.
Yeah, and that tea too. I haven't
Yeah.
tried that tea before, but it says it's a good berry. Ryan, I'm gonna use a reroll.
All right.
Okay, that's not terrible. 15.
Da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-ba-ba-wow. All right, you're only taking 6 of that damage.
Okay.
Yeah, this is sort of, it's
You're
just
fine. Yeah.
it's poison
50.
damage. It's not a lot.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you all have the
Yeah.
50 temporary hit points. Don't forget to mark
Yeah.
that down from those DM
Yeah.
powers.
Super helpful.
It is now the monster's turn. So it's going to get a few attacks. You're the closest thing in reach currently.
Yeah, that's fair.
Woohoo!
Cora is.
Woohoo! I got 1 crit, and then the other one that might hit was a 24. Does a 24 hit?
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
So a hit and a crit. So give me just a second.
Because it only would have been 22 if I used my reaction.
Oh, I just had a thought.
So that is. Boy. Okay. So you are, as it sort of burns away, you can't unlike the actual Alhun, who when it used to look at you and that other thing with its multiple eyes, this thing has no eyes. You can't actually tell where its focus is at any given time. But on that last hit, it drops the body that it was gnawing on and what's left of the frog duck. They both splat to the ground, these wet, hissing messes, the acid from this body just burning them away. It's still eating, even though it's no longer in its mouth. Before you can even move, these tendrils, like thousands of needles, erupt from its side, and they penetrate your body, like just straight through and straight back out. And you take 36 points of piercing damage as it just... So, and you are bleeding from each of those little pinprick holes. Like like a fine needle can cut through a lot of different kind of fabrics and materials. It's just like... Most of them made it straight through.
Oh, it's like the glass needles from Doctor Strange. The
Scarlet Maw. Is that his name?
That's his name. Yeah.
Ebony Maw.
Ebony Maw.
I always call him Scarlet Maw.
Ivory Maw. Ebony Maw.
You seen one Maw, you seen them all. Fabulous. It is now Jarrett Valmir's turn. So he has already taken his liquid silver lance and reformed it, and he's going to throw it. He's going to try and throw it at this beast thing. Hey, look at him go! Look at him go!
Danny, could I use I've never done this before. Could I use shield against that? Invisible barrier.
Possibly.
Yeah, it's a reaction.
Yeah.
A +5 bonus to AC, including. Oh, so that would have blocked the 24 one. I'm so sorry. Can I use that as my reaction? I'm sorry, I've never used it before.
Yeah, that's fine. So then that was it 36 total?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's only going to do 24. 24 is what it gets, because the other one was a crit.
Okay, so I get 12 back. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Doo-ba-doo. Sweet. So he lobs his lance at the thing, and it doesn't do a lot, but he's got his own sort of alchemical tricks inside this lance, and you can hear that same similar hissing happening. But you've already sort of taken that damage for this round, so it doesn't hurt you more, but you're just very aware of this cloud that is right up in your face. It's not affecting any of you on the ground yet, because it's rising. But it is a thing. Cool. Next up is... Oh, it's Tiny Toes.
Tiny Toes!
He kind of shakes his fist at it. He runs up to get like closer, kind of where the bodies are, and he's got his lance up, but he doesn't have the same sort of dexterity as Jarrett. He's not going to throw his lance. So he's kind of waiting until it comes to his level to do any sort of fighting. But you do see him kind of charge up his lance, just boom, holy flame all around his lance, and he's just waiting. And Andre, it's your turn.
Fantastic. All right. So I've got my holy weapon out already.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what I have. I've got some 3rd level spells that I can get rid of here. I'm gonna throw a guiding bolt at it at 4th level. And let's see what happens. Well, that's an 11, so I'm gonna re-roll that one.
11.
Alright. Re-roll.
Reroll.
Not much.
Down your street.
That's a 14. I'm gonna add a blessing to that.
The blessing.
Wow, rerolls, and blessings.
Alright, so now it is an 18 to hit.
18 to hit will hit, so good thing you used that blessing. Wonderful.
Fantastic. And damages. Throwing damages at it. That will be 19 radiant damage, and next attack has advantage on it.
Okay.
And then I will also throw a spiritual weapon hit at it. See. That's a 15 to hit.
15 does not hit.
Doesn't it? All right.
Well, sorry, total damage again?
19.
19, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, back up to Starheart.
I am going to do another guiding bolt.
ele- 15 to hit.
Nope.
Oof.
Blessings. You have blessings if you'd like to nudge it over the edge.
A
You have
nudge.
rolls, too. All right, use a blessing.
A nudge. 18. Hit?
That will hit. Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. 12. 25 radiant damage.
Wow. Okay.
And then, I can't cast my spiritual weapon anymore. I can. 5th level. Can I try something? How close am I to it?
You're pretty far, actually, because you
You
are.
said she's on the
Because you're on the far wall.
That's right.
There was a gap of
Um,
floor, another shelf, and then it's on the ceiling across from you. So it's a good, 30-ish feet away.
Let me know if
Thank you for the follow, Fleshlight Fiesta. Welcome, friend.
You know we're having a party now.
That withering look. Mute didn't help. Mute did not help. You both talk with your hands so much. This is why we're a channel for grown-ups. We're
Sweet little innocent Haley.
Let's be cocky. I don't know. Thanks for the side. Didn't know.
I lost my train of thought.
Anyway, I wanted to try something. So since my spiritual weapon is normally a bonus action, but I can't cast it anymore unless I do it at 5th level, and I'm not going to do that. I'm wondering, because it's
You said you had it
a
out.
bonus. I do have it out, but I can't cast it at 1st level. Or I can't. If it's already out, can I? Like, I can't.
Yeah, you just
I
attack
can't
with it because
with
it's out.
Yeah.
It's still out. It stays out.
Yeah, as long as it's out, it's out.
That's why you
Wait,
Wait,
prepared
but
it.
don't I have to use a spell slot every time I use it?
No.
No. Oh,
No,
my goodness.
It's in the description, bud. That's on.
That's why it's a bonus
you.
action
No,
to
you've
cast
used it
and
correctly
just-
many times, so you're fine.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, because you attack with it as a bonus action. It doesn't count as one of your actions. It's an action, or it's not. It's a bonus
It's a
action to
bonus
cast
action
it
to cast.
initially, and then your next turn is a bonus action to attack with it. It's like this extra little thing that happens.
Yeah. But you never
I
use a
thought
spell
that you
slot
don't
again.
think I used.
Yeah, you don't burn a spell
No.
slot every time you hit with it, because if it's out, it's out. Level 12, ladies and gentlemen. We're all learning here.
2 years.
I'm
2 years.
I'm still learning. I'm still learning.
We're all still
Okay,
learning. Listen, the things I don't know about D&D would shock and appall
Well,
you.
I still kind of want to do what I was going to do. I was going to try to throw it at him and see if it could just knock him upside the head. That would do some
Yeah,
damage.
you'd be able to reach it.
I just
Sure.
threw it. Okay, I throw it at him
All right. Do it.
heartily. I do it. I throw it. I chuck it.
Hold that attack.
Is it a check?
So,
No, you'd be attacking with your spiritual weapon. You know,
Yeah.
it floats on its own. You don't have to, like, throw it.
No. What I want to do is I don't want to attack with it, because before, when I thought that my spell slots were used, I was going to actually take it and I was going to throw my spiritual weapon at him, like an
It floats.
object.
yeah, flies.
It's like Thor's hammer.
Move it. It's in the
But
description.
I'm
You can
giving
move it.
but inertia.
It doesn't add anything to it, though.
But for drama, you can absolutely do that.
Yeah.
For fun and flavor,
flair.
you may.
What's
I'm just saying it won't mechanically change anything.
Fine, just roll this stupid damage.
Just want to attack with
It-
it first.
And it should already be over there because you attacked with it over there on your last turn.
Well, it's not gonna hit. Does a 14 hit? No.
No, it does not.
Do you want to
Not
bless it?
Okay. Oh, does a 15 hit?
No.
No.
But you have blessings and rerolls. Wow, these accounts. Thank you for the follow.
Where'd you come from?
It probably is. Is it? Uber, is that you? But I like that somebody gifted Fleshlight a sub. Thank you for that.
That's hilarious.
Reed says, "Who followed Danny? Y'all know." I'll be right back. I'm gonna turn the air up. I'm going nowheres. I'll be right back. Peace.
My turn's done. I'm done.
Bud.
I don't want to waste a blessing on that. I feel like I should hang on to it.
Use them.
I'm done. Go.
Okay.
Or Danny, it's your turn. It's your game. My brain just broke.
Okay.
Buddy.
It's Aura's
I
turn.
think the fact that she doesn't have to burn spell slots just blew
So
her
wait,
mind.
so then she didn't use that blessing, right? So she gets it back?
Ooh.
No, I used a blessing and it went to 15, which doesn't hit.
Oh.
You only rolled a 1 on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, got it.
Sorry, bud.
Next.
Okay. I'm gonna do my first action attack, second action attack, thirsting blade, and then my bonus action attack. So I'm gonna do 4 attacks.
Nice.
Attack, attack,
Nice.
attack, attack. That's cocked, isn't it? Yeah, that was. Oh, biscuits. My finger was in the way. It was even worse. All right. This one's probably going to miss. Natural 20
Oh boy.
for a 32. And then 23.
Nice.
And then these might miss. A 19 to hit. And then a 13 to hit.
The 13 misses.
Okay. Oh, natural 20. That's exciting. Okay.
Dang.
Okay.
Now we have a lot of maths to do.
Yeah, talk amongst yourselves. This is gonna take a minute.
Yeah, oh, that's true.
Oh my god!
Now, is that the jazz or the regular classic?
This is someone. Who is this? Who
I'm
are
pretty
you?
sure we know.
Do what you gotta do, y'all. Do what you gotta
Just like a couple people asked about this already. This was made. Haley found this on Etsy, and it's just I guess it's like a cover, a Stein cover over a
ice
hotel
bucket,
ice bucket.
right?
Yeah.
It's an ice bucket, yeah, inside. But yeah,
So
it was on Etsy, so super cool.
Oh my lord.
It's 64 ounces. 64 ounces? Yeah.
Rena says, I don't know what that means. Should I Google it?
No.
No, Rena, no.
Rena will be
No.
fine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, do it. we know her. It's fine.
It's true. It's true. We do.
I can ruin her
No,
day.
I'll text you later. That's so weird.
Thank y'all for joining us tonight. I know it means a lot to us, especially this month. We're trying to push for partners, so everyone's support, is always appreciated. But even so, this month, so we just thank you guys so much for coming in and hanging with us, non-PG crowd.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, it's so nice to see all these new folks in here. So thanks, friends. Thanks for joining us. And we got, again, this is one of many shows we have here. So we have a wonderful reel you can go check out. Hey, John! Holy crap! How's it going, man? Been a minute. Yeah, so we got lots of shows. Tomorrow we're launching a new Star Wars RPG on YouTube, 2 p.m. Pacific. 7:30 p.m. we're back with Perception Check, which is going to have our Felted friends. If you don't know what that means, watch the reel, please. And then, and come back for those shows. And that 7:30 p.m. show will be back here on Twitch. And our schedule is always posted in our Discord. Thank you, Tigeron, for dropping that. Everyone is welcome to join our Discord.
I'll take it. I'll take follows.
Yeah, thank you. Hurts me, not at all. Yeah. Hurts Ryan a lot. It's great.
So I have a total for you, Danny.
Oh gosh. Okay, what is it?
It's 98 points of damage. 50 of that was from 50 of it was from the crit, and 17 of it is holy fire.
Okay.
How
All
dead
right.
is it?
So you, it's obliterated. But much like the trouble in a small scale that you've been dealing with up top, when you finally slice through and that radiant damage just evaporates the rest of it, it begins to fill, that gas begins to fill this entire hall. So everyone needs to make Constitution saving throws, please.
Yeah, and I want to use my movement to try and get out of it if I can. But yes, I will give you a con
Rear on
save.
Terror, thank you for gifting that sub. Thank you very much. So I'm gonna roll for good. Crap. Tiny toes. Crap. Crap.
That also did
19.
crap.
19 for a con save.
19.
Oh,
That one I'm actually not okay with. So, nope.
Ah! Do you have?
Anyway.
Oh, you had your one reroll. You're using it on me? Are you sure?
Huh? No, that wasn't for you. That was for an offensive name that got dropped. That wasn't.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
Anyway,
I got a 7.
7? Okay.
All right.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
All right. If your friend, quit it. If your foe, get out. I appreciate the follows, I do, but we're at a point where it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Captain Geek, thank you. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Sorry, I gotta port over some other current hit points for other characters.
Once you let me know how much I have, I'm gonna go deal with Hush.
Sure thing. Appreciate it. Sorry, give me numbers all again.
7.
7,
19.
7, 19. Andre?
Sorry. What are we doing?
Constitution
save.
saving throw. Okay. So Starheart, you're taking 11
And maybe
damage.
another one for real life.
Aura, you're taking 5 damage.
Okay.
Not a lot. I didn't roll very well.
12.
12. You are also taking 11 damage, Andre.
Cool.
And Jared and Tiny Toes are also taking that much.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Yeah, Arsenal, I agree. I don't know who it is, but anyway, moving on. Cool. All right. So you're currently out of combat. Oops.
Ugh, Jerry was vile. Andre, do I look okay? I feel like I'm bleeding from my pores.
Well, I mean, we've looked worse before.
Okay. If you say so.
So we're gonna go. So yeah, you're in the larders now, but this place extends out. Jarrett starts sort of leading the way further down into this area, and he takes you to the. Well, you found the claysmiths already, so you can now pick up those weapons if you like. So the halberd, the dagger, and the cutlass. So we'll just say, Aura, for now, you scooped those up.
Yeah.
I'll also say, because Starheart was up there, and I know Starheart, she'll have at least pinched a bottle of wine or two before she comes back down.
I'm sure she would appreciate that.
Yep.
She's like trying to shove them in her bag because you said they're like super big, right?
Super
Like,
big,
"Dragon,
super
no,
expensive.
Scoot over. Make room for booze.
As you continue to go through the blood on the floors, you're kind of following those trails, and there are corpses of the Purple Guard, house servants, some dismemberments. You have a feeling that Jerry took care of a lot of these, including a lot of orcs. So this thing was not particular about what it was destroying. So it was able to take a lot of those. Anywho, Jarrett speaks up. We're coming closer to my my workstation, and I'll try and get you those books if I can. So he leads you to his desk, and he kind of walks forward almost proudly as if he's going to show off this beautiful creation, and his shoulders just slump when he rounds the corner, and so much of his stuff has been smashed and destroyed, like, because you saw his setup in Raufel when it was all just, bottles and just, all kinds of alchemical stuff. It's all just been pushed, moved out of the way. Some other guy moved in. It's just papers and books and stuff like that. I suppose it was inevitable, but I, at least, my drawers only listen to me. And he goes up to the desk and kind of like pats his desk, and the drawers just pop open. He pulls out a book for Starheart and kind of tucks it into his thing. And he starts collecting some of his other materials as well. Is there anything alchemy-wise that you all might need while I'm still here?
No, you don't happen to have any healing potions in any drawers, do you?
Well, no, but I have something that's almost as good. And he goes in and he finds another page on a book, and you realize, like, this book has several pages, writing on all the pages, but there also seem to be writings missing on various pages, and you recognize it as the Galen script. And he runs his fingers across one passage that is sort of indecipherable for you, and as he passes his fingers across it, the letters disappear. And he puts his fingertips on your forehead, and you feel this rush, and you regain 10 hit points. And he does it to each of you, so you're all going to regain 10. And then he does it for himself as well. Closes the
Thank you.
Back in his pocket.
That was perfect. Although I still feel that emptiness. You heard his voice too, didn't you, Andre?
Yes.
What were you all talking about?
There was a moment during the fight with that creature. There was a presence that we felt, and we heard a voice in our heads that unfortunately is very familiar. And we felt a surge of strength, I believe. And there's this weird extra energy feeling that my body is feeling. It's this necrotic energy is resonating inside me.
Well, it sounds like you need a priest more than you need me, unfortunately. Not exactly a holy man. He rounds you down to...
He used to ask for permission, at least.
He once again gestures over that small golem that's been following you around, and he leads you down another corridor, down to the next level below. And you see a locked gate, and you can see... Jarrett mentions, now this is what is known as the holdout room. This is where they would have taken the king to keep him safe. So there's a very good chance there are lots of armed guards here who are here to protect the king by any means necessary. I'll try to talk to them, but most likely they hate my face as much as they might hate a stranger's. Just be ready. The door, Andre, make an Arcana check for me, please.
Arcana check, that is.
It's a pirate's favorite kind of check.
22.
22. Yeah, you see this glint as the golem is starting to approach the locked door. You see this sort of shimmer of arcane magic kind of bolt across the gate. Continues to move forward.
So, is it continuing? Wait, the golem is following us, or is it?
The golem is leading. The golem is about to walk toward this other locked door to let you into sub-level 2, which is known as the holdout room.
Okay, and I just noticed that it has the ability to unlock the door, basically.
Yeah, it's unlocked all of your doors so far. He's essentially the key that's letting you get from room
I
to
see.
room.
Okay. Oh, well. At least we have a walking key with us.
The shimmer, however, was on the locked door. It was on the gate.
Is that normal? I say to Jared,
Is what normal?
when the golem was getting closer, I saw the door shimmer.
Door shimmer? That shouldn't be.
Do you think there's an arcane trap?
By the time he's finished talking, the golem has already attached to the door and sort of spread himself out to push the door out of the way. The golem itself sort of opens up and spreads out for you all to be able to walk through. Nothing seems to happen at this particular moment. But you're all able to walk through if you wish.
Yeah, I'll go ahead. Is it dark in there?
There is a torchlight on the far opposite end of the room. It's another 100 feet or so. So you've already gone downstairs, and this is just you can see a bright torch burning. Probably not even a torch. Probably like an oil bowl that's lit.
Okay.
But the rest of the
Actually, before I start walking, I'm gonna look at Jarrett and be like, "You can replace this if it gets cut off, right?" As I
yes.
pass. All right. And I poke my hand through.
Your hand goes through without incident.
All right, and I'll come.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, you pass the other side without incident. Andre.
When Jared kind of realized that he doesn't really realize what that shimmer was, do I know what it could be or what it could have been?
You rolled a 20-something?
I rolled a 22.
Yeah, so based on color and the brightness of that shimmer, you barely saw it, but you have this inkling in your gut that it's the sort of thing that it eliminates, it cancels out lots of different types of magics. But you're not sure specifically what is targeted.
And did I see anything happen when Aura went through?
No?
Not to my sword or anything?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
All right. Knowing that, I don't want it to cancel my magic out.
Andre, something wrong?
Not necessarily. Just that taking a moment, there's some kind of magic here that's supposed to cancel something out, but I can't quite say what.
Well, why don't you try and shoot something like a sacred flame or a cantrip? Try and shoot it at the floor on the other side. See what happens.
Yes, that makes sense. I shoot a sacred flame off into the distance, into the other room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the flame goes through. No issue.
Very well. I walk through.
With no incident.
Okay. He rolled a dice.
Starheart. Actually, let me do Paragon. So Tiny Toes, his lance is still lit up with this holy light. He's going to step through. Tiny Toes steps through, and it is immediate, but sort of non-aggressive. And he probably, I would say he doesn't even notice. But he is brimming with holy light on one side of the door, and the second he walks through, his lance is no longer shining, his armor is no longer gleaming, but he's still walking forward as normal. He didn't even feel the change. I'll do it for Jarrett as well. Jarrett walks through. He's not even entirely sure what you saw, Andre. He thinks it's probably a trick of the light. You've had a very rough day. And when he steps through, that's when he starts to sort of panic. because he's been holding that liquid, now solidified lance in his hand, and the second he walks through, it just splashes through his fingers and splats on the ground. And he just kind of looks down at himself. Well, I suppose I should have paid more attention to you. Right.
What was that?
I don't know. I've never seen one like it before. Probably a trap left by Alhoon or one of his goons.
Do we need to try to collect that liquid?
Yes, and he makes a fist. Oh, thank goodness. And he's able to on this side, so it doesn't eliminate all of his stuff. He also rolled the nat 20, so lucky him. But he sort of, through focusing, he manages to pop up a couple of homunculi who start to kind of like, with their little hands, start to scoop up the liquid into a little bag for him and try to put it back into his...
Starheart is watching very intently.
Sure.
As she comes back, having done whatever it was that Hush said to do.
Yes. So what you are now aware of is that something is weird about this doorway. It has canceled out Jarrett's magic. It has canceled out some of Tiny Toes' holy magic as well. And Starheart, you're the only one left on the other side of the door.
I just imagine that I just poofed back
You do?
into the room. Just went
Yes.
What?
I don't see anybody in this room.
You're on the other side of the door. There's an open.
Oh, then I
gate.
walk
It's
through.
like an arch. All right.
I'm gonna I'm gonna play this as if I just poofed back into the room, and so if I see they're there, then I go through.
So you walk through. You don't feel any different, but everyone on the other side of the door, as you see Starheart walk through, you just see her spiritual weapon just kind of just fades from existence, quietly, silently. And Starheart, you don't feel it nor notice that it's gone. You know that it often goes away. So like if you leave it out for a while, you don't really pay attention to it. It's that similar kind of like, oh, it's gone, but I'm not really thinking about it. It's gone. And now the key tries to separate itself from the door and join you on the other side.
And Danny, we didn't do wild magic yet.
You're right. You are right.
Let's just die
so-
right here with a fireball.
The destruction of this golem sets a sort of strange magical chain reaction, we'll say, timing-wise. The gate snaps shut, and the clay becomes loose. Whatever magical fire has held that thing together just splat on the ground. Just raw clay. The gate is locked behind you, and as far as you know, the only key is now mush on the floor. Magic emanates in a sort of balloon. You see that shimmer again, Andre, and you realize that trap has been dispelled. Just kind of, it flashes one last time. You hear a little crack as it's gone. But now, let's do some stuff. Aura. You can cast Inflict Wounds as a level 1 spell on the nearest creature. If no creatures are in range, you cast it on yourself.
Damn.
Oh.
Okay, I guess there's no baddies around, so I guess I'm gonna cast it on myself.
And Andre,
Yeah.
where? Oh, fudge. You cast Time Stop. After its effect ends, you cast Finger of Death on yourself.
What does that mean?
Whoa.
That does not sound good. I'll tell you what. You
It's
just said
not
finger
good,
of
but
death.
you be lucky you have those extra hit points right now.
What's Finger of Death do?
I'm looking it
So
up.
Finger of Death, you send negative energy coursing through a creature that you see within range, causing it searing pain. The target must make a Constitution saving throw. It takes 7d8 plus 30 necrotic damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. A humanoid killed by the spell rises at the start of your next turn as a zombie that is permanently under your command, following your verbal orders to the best of its ability.
So he himself might turn
He was
into.
not touched by death?
If it kills him,
Hang on,
Well,
hang
then
on.
he
Before
would be
you do
a
this,
zombie, a zombie. That's new. That's new.
hang on. Let's do Star Hearts because I'm just curious because in my brain I know how this is working. So
Okay.
see what's happening.
But first we got. How does time stop work?
So time stop. You briefly stop the flow of time for everyone but yourself. No time passes for other creatures while you take 1d4 plus 1 turns in a row, during which you can use your actions and move as normal.
Oh,
So I
interesting.
have basically like stop time, and I'm moving and doing whatever I want, and then after that, I might die.
Yep. Sounds dope.
Wow.
And then Starheart. Let me find you. Where did it go? Cast Firebolt.
No. Okay, Danny, you know what is happening right now?
What's that?
This is fucking Kelrek.
Oh yeah, corrupting.
Because we're all getting hurt right now.
Okay, what do I do for Firebolt? I cast it. What do I do?
You roll an attack against something, but it doesn't
Yeah,
say.
I mean you're all traveling together. Actually, all of you are in front of her because she's the last one through the door. So I'm going to say she's casting it in your general directions.
I don't know what the damage is and stuff. Should I just roll an attack?
I'm looking it up. 2 seconds.
Okay. I got my D20 here to roll. Excuse me, gracious goodness.
All right, so you make a ranged spell attack like normal, and then it would do, and you're at, so it'll do 3d10 damage at your level.
Okay, so does it hit with a 15?
It will hit different people differently. It won't hit Paragon, and it won't hit Jarrett. I don't think it's going to hit Aura. Andre, does that hit you?
What? Sorry.
15?
10?
A 15 does not
15,
hit
yeah.
me.
Okay.
No, it doesn't hit me either.
It sort of, it singes the homunculi, but it otherwise goes off without a hitch. So this is actually going to be interesting narratively. So Andre, you are now moving very, very quickly. You look around, everyone seems to be moving in slow motion. You see this billowing flame kind of coming towards you, but like it's crawling. You're able to sidestep it easily, look it up and down.
Well, this is no, time stop is no time passes for anyone else.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Literally.
Oh,
the
yeah.
stoppage of time.
You are right.
So I kind of see it as like I see the fire release from her hand. I'm like, oh shit, stop.
Yeah. Okay, so Andre, this is kind of, I'm going to give you some stuff.
Okay.
So if you choose to move forward, kind of follow the torchlight in this moment. How long does it last? Sorry, it lasts. If one of the actions affects another creature. Okay. So if you interact with anybody or anything, that's kind of what's going to stop the time stop, and that's when you take damage, correct?
Right.
Okay. So I'm going to kind of guide you through this room, because I'm going to assume you're going to flip out a little bit. You look around, you see Starheart frozen, Aura frozen, Paragon frozen, Jarrett frozen. Everything on the ground, you're able to really take it all in. You have all this extra time. But when you turn, the torchlight, because it was so bright, didn't quite show the mass of bodies that is on the floor in front of you. Lots of violet robes, lots of violet cloaks, fallen spears, scimitars everywhere, orcs as well. But orcs are sort of on your side as you're walking past the orc bodies. They were able to defend against the orcs as best as they could. You go around that pile of protection, get closer to the torchlight. Against the back wall, torchlight spills over a body draped in thick violet velvets, gems, and silk belts and ropes. The body is on its back, but even on the back side of its head, you can see a simple clay crown is around its brow. You can see stab wounds that had the exit wounds of stab wounds coming out of its back, bloodstains everywhere. This figure is not breathing. This person's golem is slumped on the wall next to him, its fire extinguished. You have no reason to believe that this is not King Kinso.
Understood.
You also see there is, beyond this, if you take a sharp left, it leads to the dungeons.
Okay. Would I be able to tell if the king recently died?
By smell alone, it's probably been a couple days.
A couple days. Okay. Damn.
You said a couple days?
Mm-hmm.
Can I tell? Oh, sorry.
Your time is still
Alright,
stopped.
you're frozen.
Oh, yeah. No, I meant, I was gonna ask, Ryan something.
Yeah. What do you want to ask?
I was gonna ask if you were wanting to raise dead.
That is not quite what I was gonna do. Cause he. Oh, I guess he. Oh, that takes an hour to cast it, though. I mean, okay, so Danny.
Yeah.
DM's discretion. I have time stopped. This spell takes an hour to cast.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, I would say the
doesn't it
moment
say how
you
long?
start affecting that body, that would be the same as you ceasing the time stop. So you don't have that infinite time. It would like your hour would start the second you pop out of time stop, and you would take that damage immediately.
Fair enough. So that wouldn't help me. So gosh. So I kind of think about it and just like, well, he's here. I can bring him back when I, at least, am no longer frozen.
You know Nitsuj is in the dungeons. Dungeons are off to your left.
Does Andre know how long this time stop is, or what he's in right now?
No, he has no idea what's happening to you, Andre.
So knowing that, is the ground fairly dusty, or at least like I could leave a message in the dust if I wanted to?
Yeah. By the king, it would be dusty. By the bodies, it would be bloody and sticky and awful. But yeah, there's that light red clay dust as always.
Okay, so I will in the dust write, "We'll be back to raise dead," and then I will head off towards the dungeon to find Nitsuj.
All right, heading off towards the dungeon. I would normally cut back to you guys, but you're frozen for the moment. So Andre, we're gonna continue on trucking with you.
Okay.
You head to the dungeon, and it's when you affect a character. A creature or an object be more curious. Okie dokie, this is gonna be interesting. So you get to the door to the dungeons. It is an open door,
Okay.
but it shimmers. It shimmers with a red gleam. Make an Arcana check to see if you recognize this.
23.
23. It accepts blood as a key.
Interesting. I take a dagger from my pocket, slice down my palm, and spill it at the door.
It flickers and opens for you. Time, in this particular case, as a creature I'm making a call, does not cease the time stoppage. So because it's you, I'm going to say that doesn't change anything. So you're able to move forward.
Okay.
And this is a grim fucking place. This place, you would imagine, the way that you were treated in the prisons earlier, the jails above ground, how well treated you were. You imagine even here, looking at the way everything is laid, even the cells that you see were initially designed for comfort. Like, yes, people were put here to be forgotten, but they were still taken care of as people. However, in the short reign of Luke, while he was here, all of that has changed. There are corpses, there are living people who are still in these cells with corpses. Things are not cleaned, people are not fed. It is the darkest place you have probably ever seen in your life on Saul. It is horrific. In the center of the room, on a pedestal, you see a very familiar, ancient-looking book. And there are people who are dead at the feet of that pedestal. The pages seem to be glimmering with their own light, as if it had been trying to be accessed for a lot of, over and over and over. You have all the time in the world, so I'm going to say you obviously are going to look into every cell until you find Nitsuj. But before you find Nitsuj, you do find, you see one fellow who seems to be up against the bars, grinning. You know he can't see you, but it's still an unsettling smile. You make it all the way to the back, opposite of the book, the far wall, and you see Nitsuj. Not even in a cell, just chained to the wall, as if for entertainment for the other prisoners. There's blood all over his body. What was once recognizable as his clothes are all in tatters. The majority of his personal belongings have been destroyed or otherwise taken. He looks weak. He looks starved. He looks beaten, cut, whipped, stabbed, burned, all of the above. He's almost unrecognizable. If you didn't know that he was such a prisoner of import, you would have written him off as just another one of the corpses. But you look at him, and in this time stop, you can't tell if he has a pulse. For all you know, he could be dead, because he is slunking. All that body weight, just the only thing up are his arms in those chains. What do you do?
You said the book was glowing?
The book was glowing.
And that's the same children's book, right?
Yes, it is that book of lore that Truss nabbed when he took Nitsuj away.
I say to myself, well, also towards Nitsuj as he's unconscious or frozen. It says, we're gonna stop whatever's gonna be coming out of that book. We need you here with us. And I reach up to him, and I use my Saulite, my Ring of Saul, and pump 40 hit points into him.
Yeah. So that light, every pulse from your ring, time begins to speed up. Just boom, slow motion, boom, a little bit faster, boom, boom. And Nitsuj, you draw a deep, invigorated breath for the first time in weeks.
And then
I'm going to cut away for just a moment. And Aura and Starheart, as if nothing happened at all, one moment Andre is there, the next moment Andre is gone. There is torchlight everywhere, there are corpses in front of you.
I still have to cast Inflict Wounds on myself, so if you want to have Kelric say a little something in my ear.
I thought it would be fun. Punishment is my favorite currency.
And I see my hands doing the motions, and I can't even stop myself, and I just have this black energy just ball within my hands, and I just can't stop it, and I just engulf it into my own stomach, and I take 17 points of necrotic damage.
Oof. Beard on a Batman. Normally it is target creature, but in Andre's case, he has to cast it on himself.
It seems your friend is going to be fine. I don't really need you anymore. Have a good night's rest.
You will regret this!
Starheart.
Uh-huh.
Your firebolt whoosh kind of goes out, does nothing but singe some purple robes belonging to people who are already dead. But the light of that firebolt does attract you to the corpse of a very royal-looking person.
Do I recognize it as... I don't recognize recognize it as
You don't.
the king.
Yes, you don't recognize it, but you can put two and two together. There's a crown on his head.
Yeah.
He's clearly the most wealthy person in this room. There's no doubt that King Kinso lies on the floor ahead of you.
I go to him.
Sure.
And I put my. Does he look? How dead does he look? Like fresh dead
Couple days of dead.
for me? Okay. I know we have to bring him back. And I'm thinking more of his son in this moment, and I'm also just thinking impulsively as I do.
You also
and so
see Andre's writing on the ground. Oh, but I don't know if you can read it. I don't think you can read it.
Oh no.
I just see there's something on the ground.
Andre?
Do I recognize it as writing?
You know it's
Okay,
writing, but yeah, you might not be able to piece it together.
Oh, it's like,
And then I touch the king's like arm. I'm imagining like just kind of reaching up.
Yes, he's face down. Just so you know, you're seeing
Face
the
down.
back side.
Okay. I cast Raise Dead.
Okay, and that's the one that takes about
and
an
I-
hour, right?
That takes an hour to cast.
It takes an hour to cast.
It does.
It said it's instantaneous.
Mm-mm.
It says
Look at the
Casting time.
casting time.
Duration instantaneous.
Oh, casting time 1 hour instantaneous. Okay, sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
I begin to cast that.
Okay.
Just kind of like
hope this is not a bad idea.
As you start to channel that energy, kind of similarly to when you drank from your spiritual tankard and other times where you've reached out to your connection to the more celestial beings that do kind of ground you, like the Solite and all of that. You feel that connection once again, more clearly of not just the Solite's presence within you, but your connection to Luidwin, the goddess of healing. And you hear this lilting voice, and you realize it can't be anybody else. There's a certainty in your mind that this is her. And she whispers as almost as if there is a gentle hand sort of on your back as you're doing this selfless act. We're on the right path. You hear in your ears as you're doing this, and you feel that warmth for the entirety of the time that you're going to be sitting here with this king. Now, Aura, you see.
Sorry, I wanted to ask, do I recognize that voice as Ludwin?
Yeah, like I said, you have this like certainty that is who it must be. Like, of course, it's her. Like, with her voice comes that knowledge and that comfort and that sort of just immediate connection. But it's also familiar to you. Like, that warmth that you feel is the same sort of warmth you feel when you use your cleric powers. When you push those out of yourself, you're now sort of understanding, like, this might be where this is coming from. Yes, you have a solid connection. What's that?
Would it be like, I'm guessing it's especially when I use them selflessly. Okay. I imagine that after I hear that, I reverently close my eyes and just focus on the connection between me and the king, and just kind of block everything out as I'm working on channeling this.
Sure thing. What items of value do you have on you? Just curious.
What don't I have on me?
Oh, actually, so two things you picked up. Sorry, while you were out of the room, you now have two of those giant bottles of wine, kind of like tucked into your Bjorn next to your dragon.
Aren't they as tall as me?
Yeah, they're half your height. They're not as tall as you.
Oh my gosh.
They're big
Okay.
though.
15 inches.
Okay.
But what would you say is like the most expensive thing that you own? Actually,
besides
everybody
wine.
tell me that when you get the chance.
I don't have my
Oh,
amulet
man.
on me. I don't have my flintworm bracer on me. which if someone gives me DM powers, I'm going to get that back because I'm getting worried that I'm ever going to get my Flintborn bracelet back. I don't know if it's on me. I have tiara.
Mm.
I have the
Tiara might be good. We'll say that.
I have that. I have some other stuff too I can look at, but that's one of the big, as far as like super shiny stuff. I also have a ton of potions from Caravan's Tower.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. We'll go with Tiara for now.
Tiara, yeah.
And cutting back to Nitsuj and Andre. Nitsuj, you are able to raise your head for the first time in a day. You haven't had the strength to even do that. And you finally are able to rest your eyes on a gentle face, but that gentle face is suddenly contorted in pain as a dark magic sort of explodes upon him. So Andre, did you roll your damage? Or Constitution saving throw?
Constitution saving throw, which I failed.
Oh, crap. Okay, so 7d8 plus 30 necrotic damage.
Oh my gosh.
68 points of damage.
Fuck. How much do you have?
I am down to 66. I took half. Well, I mean, because of all the temporary hit points I had and how much max HP I had, it was just half
remarkable.
of me.
Wow. Yeah, so I'm gonna say Nitsuj, you look up and you see Andre just double over in his pain. And I'll give you 2 home.
Nitsuj sees this and doesn't know if it's hallucination or not, but just starts, no more, please.
What's wrong? What's wrong?
No, I can't take it anymore. Please, just go away.
It's a trick. That's not your friend.
I'll tell you whatever you want to know. Just stop, please. Please.
Nitsuj, I'm gonna get you down.
No, I can't handle it anymore.
I go to undo his chains.
Okay. How are you planning to break the chains?
Good practice for when we break the chains for your god.
Starter chain kit.
Starter chain kit. Is there like a noticeable keyhole for them?
Yeah. There are locks for them.
Okay. Looking around, am I able to find a set of keys?
Make that with advantage, because you will have already toured the room when time was stopped, so you might be able to remember quickly, oh, that guy looked like a jailer.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That was as a 20 non-natural, or dirty 20.
Nice. Yeah, you're like, oh, right, that guy had the keys, so you just kind of trudge off real quick. You kick a dead guy off of another dead guy, and you pull these keys off. But again, you see that same smiling face that when it was frozen didn't move, but now that time is no longer stopped, those eyes are just dead on you with that grin.
And you just kind of slowly inch back towards Nitsuj.
Sure, you're able to unshackle him.
I undo his chains.
Yep.
I drop like a sack of potatoes.
And as small
Strength
as I am.
check.
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, you.
Oh shit!
Teeny tiny.
Oh god! Oh god! Oh, that's fitting. 4.
Yeah. So Nitsuj, when you collapse, you land on Andre, who softens the fall a little bit.
I was gonna say, did you soften the blow?
Aura, by now you would have probably caught up to the team. Or to Nitsuj and Andre, while Starheart is still.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not seeing any of this.
I run over to the ground and I just gently hold his face in my hands.
No, please, no more.
It's okay. It's okay.
No more.
We're here. It's okay.
Also would like to cast. Let's see. Greater Restoration.
How does that help?
You imbue a creature you touch with positive energy and undo any a debilitating effect.
So, Danny,
Yeah.
table talk real fast. So, I was guessing, Nitsuj is was pretty close to death. Maybe a couple exhaustion levels, if not many exhaustion levels, or
Yeah.
what do you think?
That's a good point. Yeah, I would say after Andre kind of pumping you up just now, you're probably up like 2 points of exhaustion or something from
Okay,
worse.
because I had him at 5, like the one right before death.
Yeah.
So that greater took off. You said 2.
So he's at 3.
I'm at 3 now, and then you asked for the most expensive thing. I have nothing. Nothing is on me.
Yeah, nothing's left.
I have nothing. Yeah, it's tattered clothes.
Depends on what you would put a value on, Danny.
My glasses they're not anywhere on me. They've broken. I mean, these things were enchanted, which they didn't come off, but they're gone.
Yeah.
They broke your glasses.
They broke my glasses.
For Aura, I don't know price value on anything, so you can tell me, Danny. She has her broken Kiss of Clef. She's got the bird on her shoulder, her armor, and then the Fates. I would assume the Fates is probably pretty darn special.
Okay.
Because it's also merged with the Soullight Sword at the moment.
Okay. Okay, and then Andre, did you pick an expensive item?
My boots of elven kind.
Boots. Got it. Thank you. Fabulous. You hear a creak as one of the cells opens, and the grinning man takes a step out. Hi there. My name is Darius Smidge. It's an absolute pleasure to meet you. Your friend here has been entertainment for me for the last several days. I'd appreciate it if you'd hang him back up there so I can continue my entertainment.
That's
Why
not
don't we hang
going
you
to
up
happen.
here?
Why don't you come and try me?
Sorry, really quick. I'm in another room or something, right?
You're around the corner.
Yeah,
you
you're
might be able
on
to
the
hear
team.
them like while you're casting this spell because it's just down the way.
So I imagine that I am like fully trying to connect myself with this after hearing Luidwin. Like that's kind of a moment of, okay, if she said I'm on the right path, then I feel like I'm fully focused on that. So I don't think I imagine that if I'm not directly there, that I'm completely kind of oblivious of everything. Like I'm in a little bubble.
Okay. He just
And then
gently dips down and picks up the sword of one of the dead people on the floor and just starts kind of playing with it.
can I throw an Eldritch Blast at him really quick?
Sure.
Surprise attack.
Surprise attack. It's gonna probably miss with a 9.
You gotta reroll.
Do it.
Fine, reroll it. God. Okay, 24 to hit.
Oh yeah, that will hit.
All that for that. Takes a whopping 5 points of force damage.
Ooh.
Was it surprise,
Something lively. It's been a long time since I've had a good fight. The 3 of you roll for initiative.
Okay.
And while you all are doing that,
You're gonna make Nitsuj roll for initiative right now?
Sure.
doesn't necessarily have to fight.
I feel so bad.
Randy,
Sorry for these late
emotion.
character drops, y'all. We were getting there, so don't worry. Richard Pix is still on the way as well. I'm tracking it.
Is that the paper cut guy?
No.
No, Paper Cut Guy is still coming as well.
Oh my gosh. Lord, help us get out of here.
Someone DM Chiwa back. You're gonna need him.
And the Thief. That's why I'm asking
Not
about
yet.
expensive items. And toes.
Well, my
Oh, this is
boots are
just the
still
bad
on
guy.
They're on me though. Like I'm
Maybe
wearing.
he's just that good.
Damn.
Your sigil of Clote isn't carved out of anything precious?
My sickle?
Sigil.
Sigil. Your sigil.
Sorry, or Nitsuj.
No, it's clay.
What'd you guys get?
27.
Okay.
13.
13. Andre?
For the 11.
11.
11.
Two, three. Okay, there we go. All right. So, Aura, you're up again, I suppose.
Okay, I will recast haste on myself because I'm pretty sure it's probably gone. And then I'm gonna go mess this dude up. So I'm gonna arm myself because I had my fates out. So I'm gonna arm myself with the fates and the clay cutlass.
Nice.
So I don't know what the stats are for that. But
What
I'm
is
gonna go.
what is the fates currently statted?
It's plus 12, 1d8 plus 8.
Okay. I think so. This the ceramic blade. Give me a minute. I'll get back to you.
Okay, no worries. It's okay. I'm not gonna hit him with this one because I used haste as my first action, so this one will be all fates anyway. Okay. It's cocked. 14. Okay. This one was a 9 before I moved it.
Hey, minimal
This one
gameplay.
has-
Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, friends.
Hi, welcome, guys.
Welcome.
And little one. Oh, hi. How's it going? Wait a minute. That means I probably know minimal gameplay. Welcome, minimal gameplay. Hello.
We're
Welcome,
trying to
friends.
save our friend.
Panda epicness, welcome. Yay!
Oh. Hi, everybody. Welcome. We're trying to save our friend from the clutches of death
Hi,
in
Maddie.
the dungeon. Okay. The first one is a 16 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. And then the next one's even higher. That's a 21 to hit.
Yep.
And then a 26 to hit.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna light this sucker up.
Woo. Panda epicness, thank you for the follow. Welcome, friends.
So since I went up to him, there's nobody else around, right? It's just me and him?
Yes.
Great. Sneak attack damage. Nice.
Uh-oh.
What?
You picked the wrong person's friend. Okay. Savage attack these.
Got it.
I'm getting savage on him.
Yeah, everybody go follow minimal gameplay when you get the chance. Please do so. Click the link. Do the thing.
Click the link. Do the thing. Go and follow. Do the thing.
Aura math, dun dun. This is the part where Aura maths. She's gonna kill our bad guys, probably with one hit. Doobie doo 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 doobie doo. Doobie doo doobie doobie doo. Scooby doo doobie doobie doo.
They're starting to call her
Ba-ba-boo.
the horror of Aura.
Aura of Aura. I kind of love that. Okay. So that's 61 points of damage.
Okay, so he's gonna die, but I'm gonna give him a monologue because I wanted to have some screen time. That's a tip for this poor man. I've been waiting a long time for somebody to have the guts to just run me through. You know, most of these people flinch and just let me hit them. Oh, yeah, that's smarts. But listen, anyway, if you're not doing something in the afterlife, maybe hit me up. His name is Darius Smidge. I mean, you can't blame a fella for shooting his shot. God. So now he's dead.
Beautiful.
So he's the one who was bad and jailed. He wanted to do that. Yeah, 60-something damage. It was like what was the other one? Like 96 damage for the other guy?
96 damage.
Yeah, it was with a crit.
It was 98.
98. Yep, thank you.
So we're gonna say
Record, but
for the moment, you're out of combat, but I'm going to roll for some secret-y things for a moment.
Ooh, just call her Nitsuj.
That look was...
It's a natural 20.
Something important to
I
rub
don't
against.
like the way this is excited.
I
It makes me
like this.
nervous. I don't like it.
Doot. Check. Nothing. And the next thing you hear as this guy falls to the ground is, hey, I know nobody asked for me, but that's okay. I'm here anyway. I'm just going to be in your space for a little bit. Don't mind me. I am Richard Pix. Everyone, please acknowledge me. Give me all the attention. Give me all of your attention now. He just stands in the middle of everything. This is another character drop for those of you just joining us. This is a man named Richard
Sorry, I
Pix,
thought you were
the
such
Grand
a-
Unsolicitor. So he's got a long hooded cape, we should say.
Oh, okay.
I see what you did there.
I point the clay cutlass at him and I say, if you intend to stand in our way, you'll end up like this one. And I gesture to the dead one on the floor.
I wouldn't be here if you weren't asking for it. Killing guys like you do. Richard Pix, no one asked for me.
No, I don't think we did.
Roll for hotness for
He's a one!
Matthew there!
One!
Sounds about right.
Got some warts, maybe?
Yeah, his skin leaves something to be desired. Now, come on. I mean, rate me. Rate me from 1 to 10. What would I be? I mean, come on. You're already looking at me. Might as well give me more attention.
Nobody wanted you here. You just kind of
Well, I
showed
know, nobody
up.
ever wants me anywhere, but I just show up. I just jump right in and get right in your face.
No, stay away from my face. There'll be none of that.
Ah, come on. I'm shocked that no one's
Kill him.
killed him yet. I didn't think it was going to last
I
this long.
I would have killed him if I was aware that he was even there.
I'm going to say Jarrett just bare knuckles him. Because he doesn't have his lance anymore, and Jarrett's just like, I absolutely cannot. And for once, he clocks a guy. Usually all of his...
he hit somebody.
It doesn't do much damage, but he's just like, come on. And he just stumbles back a bit. He's like, come on, what's the problem? What's the matter? Richard Pix, unsolicited. This is what I do.
Can I flourish with both cutlasses and lunge at him with both?
Yeah, sure. And he like extends his arms because he thinks you're coming in for a hug.
No.
It works. Never.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ew.
real bad. A 1 and a 2. Oh Lord.
You
Little?
unfortunately miss him. Your swords go to either side and his arms wrap around you. See, I knew you'd come around to my way of thinking. See, you just gotta put yourself out there. That's what Teach said. That's what good old Goldflakes used to tell me. I was his best student, you know.
Oh. That's not right.
I think
Nitsuj
Jarrett.
is still laying on the floor, just in pain, just muttering things that don't even make sense.
I'm gonna turn my blades inward since I'm hugging him and try and rip across his back.
Sure. Yeah, do it.
Okay. Not you, dice. Come on. That's, oh my gosh, and still, well, does a 14 hit him?
No. Yeah, actually it does. It does not. It doesn't hit the other guy. It hits him.
Well, I am for that one. And then, well, not this one, because then I hit him with, this will be the fates, and then this will be the cutlass. The clay cutlass, what's the addition on that one?
It is the one I found is not what I want, so I'm going to make something up. Say a +3 to attack and damage.
Okay, so it'd be a 17 to hit then.
Yeah.
Okay, so 17 hits him. So what am I rolling for that?
Regular weapon attack, and then...
Sorry, damage, because it was a 17 to hit.
Ooh, got it. Give me I think it's a D12 plus 3?
Dang, alright. Yeah, not bad. Okay.
Oh, no, the dead boy, I said it wrong. So you were still right to question me.
Okay, so as I turn the blades in and shriek them across his back, it's 34 points of damage.
Oh, man. Yeah, he's bloodied. It's like, what? It's a compliment. It's a compliment for me to show up without anybody asking. It's a way for me to... That's just what I'm here for. Come on, I mean, what? You're still trapped in this horrible hug with him as you're, like, stabbing him in the back.
Help!
Yeah, I'll send something at him too, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'll do a guiding bolt at him at third level. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
17.
17?
Yeah. And 15 damage.
That'll do it.
Cool.
He crumples. He's like, you like to... dead. Boom, boom, boom. Fabulous. All right, so that's Darius Smidge. That's Richard Pix.
I
So
just
you all
push him off me and I run back to Nitsuj.
sure. And as you're hovering over Nitsuj, you hear the crinkling of paper. That glow, Andre, that you notice on the book wasn't because the book itself is magic. It was as far as you could tell, some pages that seem to be tucked within the normal pages of this book begin to sort of drift out, and that's where that glow is coming from.
Uh-oh.
And they begin to form a sort of humanoid shape, a large scroll taking up the look of a cloak on the back. And you hear the words whisper, like as if made through rustling paper.
Allow me to take his magic.
And it starts to creep toward Nitsuj.
Wow. There was so many things waiting for Nitsuj to be pulled off the wall here. I at this point will let's see, what do I got? I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt at 4th level. 16 to hit. 5th, yes.
16 to hit will hit.
Sweet. And that will be 30 points of radiant damage.
Holy blah! All right. You see some of the pages just get shredded with holy light. They just burn away. It blows tatters in the back of its robe, but it's still floating there. You still see this sort of red glow where eyes should be were it a humanoid, and it's still just floating. Then we're going to say, let me see, what is that? Oops. One of the pages, like, departs from the body, and it glows into a light, and then it sort of solidifies itself into a sword made of solid magic light. And it's going to dart at you, Andre.
Ah, shit. Why
And it misses with the one. It's going so fast it can't hold itself together, and it like lightning creaks and pops out of existence before it can get to you. All right, we'll snap back into.
I just hold out my fist, just like rock. No, scissors. I just do this.
We'll snap back into.
Honestly, like, why would paper beat rock?
Because it wraps it.
We did some stuff out of turn, so I'm actually going to jump back to Tiny Toes real quick because he hasn't gotten to do much of anything.
Fair enough.
And Tiny Toes can't really summon up his holy energy still. You can see he's been centered this whole time, just kind of waiting, like, and nothing's happening. And but he is still going to fight because that's what he does, and he's going to march his little body forward and just beat on this thing with the lance. And he's going to take some damage. He skewers some pages with the lance, and then like pulls them back and just starts like stomping on them as he pulls them off.
You dumb book.
Dumb book. Jarrett's turn now. Jarrett is going to. He's actually going to. He just. And those two homunculi are going to dart at this creature as well. And they're going to start tearing at it. Oh, fudge. One of them darts forward and is kind of just now in the mass of papers. It's unable to grab anything because it's shifting around too quickly. The other one goes in too fast and gets sliced with some paper cuts on its way in. And it starts to... It doesn't bleed properly because it is sort of this construct creature, but it is damaged. It makes it to the other side and just kind of like... breathing weird. Andre, go for it.
Okay. I will send another guiding bolt. Let's see, what do I have left? There we go. I'll send a third level. Okay, that's a 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
And 25 points of damage.
Dang. Awesome. So the little homunculus inside also gets struck. It is in the midst of that body, so it sort of like obliterates. And Jarrett's just like, "Don't worry about it. I can make more."
Sorry.
And yeah, more pages dissipate and sort of slumps down in size as it reconstitutes itself out of paper.
And next attack has advantage.
Okay. The next attack will be Aura's, but it gets another attack in first.
It gets another shot.
It does. It does get another shot. I'm gonna say. I'm learning.
Learning, this is the learning song.
It starts to whirl and spin. The pages glow one more time. So everybody, so Aura and Nitsuj and Andre, actually, yeah, Jarrett and Tiny Toes as well, are going to have to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
I'm great at these. Not great at these at
Well,
all.
I'll be rolling disadvantage.
Yeah.
3 minus 2 is 1.
Ooh.
That sounds about right.
I rolled a 4.
Okay, you're not going to be taking damage, thankfully, but so it starts to whirl so quickly that the wind that it's creating pushes you back 15 feet. And the only person who is going to get kind of hurt is Jarrett, because it just topples him by surprise, and he got a 1, so he just kind of bites it, so he's prone. But everyone else just is being forced back away from it, just sliding across the ground here. And next up is going to be Aura.
Okay, if it is pushing me away, then I'm gonna fire some Eldritch Blasts at it. 2 of them.
Okay.
Oh, my Lanta. 14 and a 9.
It's Tiny Toes again.
Oh, wait, I was supposed to have advantage because of Andre, huh?
Oh, you're right. Yes.
Okay. So, but just on 1 shot, though, right? Probably not on 2.
Yeah.
14. Dagnabbit.
And then. Yeah, so sorry. Now it's Tiny Toes again. He misses that time. Jarrett is going to get up, and then he's he's going to try and push forward and strike again. He succeeds, but again, his main weapon is no longer available to him. But he's going to, punch it, I guess. Punching the paper doesn't do much. Andre, you're up.
Okay. Let's see. It's a cantrip. I'll blast it with a Sacred Flame. It needs to make a Dexterity 16 saving throw.
Crap. No, that's 3.
Yay! It takes 20 points of damage.
Yeah,
That
take
does
that, you
it. The rest of the
stupid-
paper is just shredded.
Zunter.
Bless you.
Hooray!
All
You
right.
are now out of combat. Huzzah!
Oh, tabletop
Nitsuj, we're
Santa,
gonna get you out of
thanks.
here. Thank you.
Aww.
You're gonna be okay. Aww.
Womp womp.
And Andre. Aww.
Friends. Andre.
Oh. Andre,
Yes.
that door that closed us in here, I don't know if we can get back out. Can you get us out of here?
Well, I suppose I could. I do still have my Tesseract.
Maybe we should use that and go grab Starheart. I don't know how much longer we should stay down here.
Perhaps we should look in on... I remembered... Where is Starheart? What is she doing?
She's back in the other chamber. It looked like she was casting something on the king.
She's probably doing what I was thinking. It's gonna be a while. We might have to be down here for at least another 50 minutes or so.
Oh.
But at least
Well, why
then we'll
don't
be
you
able
go-
to bring the king back.
All right. Well, if you want to go check on her, I can watch over Nitsuj.
Very well. I mean, I can also help you bring him into the other chamber if that's... Well, I mean, there's a lot of death everywhere right now. But... Yes, I guess... I kind of looked in Nitsuj. Nitsuj, pick your poison where you'd like to sit the next 15 minutes. You can either be in here or...
Please. No more. Just leave me be, please. Please, just let me be.
Nitsuj, look at me. It's us. Do you see me?
No. It can't be.
I go through my pouch and I grab the what is it called? I want to grab the Electrum Death Coin that I made with Nitsuj, and I put that into my hand. And I grab his hand and say, "Do you remember this? It's me. Touch it, feel it. It's Aura."
Just leave me alone! And I cast Shocking Grasp on Aura.
Oh, hon.
Okay. I get a bunch of it's all like disadvantaged stuff.
But
So
you'd hit me because I didn't think you were. I didn't expect it.
well, I still get disadvantage on attack rolls. So even if they're nothing. Yeah, does a 16 hit?
No, because I'm still hasted.
So it's just super like almost. She maybe feels like a static, but it's like my hands are so weak. It just does nothing. Leave me.
He doesn't know it's us.
Well, it'll take time. It's been a while since he's seen something good. Well, for now, I'll see if I can help anything with Starheart.
So Andre, you go back to Starheart. When you get there, something is off. There is, it seems like the back of her head seems to be glowing this arcane blue, along with her back, and the seat, like the area in which she is sitting near the king. And opposite her you see a sort of thin, short man smiling up at you, kindly almost. Hi there. I'm gonna need your shoes.
Why do you need my shoes?
Because you don't want your friend to be blown to smithereens, so you're gonna give me your shoes.
What?
Hi there. My name is Florin Gus. I am, I've already got this. He holds up the Kiss of Cleth. Y'all were busy. And he just puts it over his head. And I already tucked this one from the short ones, packed there. And he puts the tiara into his bag. Give me your shoes. As long as I get safely out of here, those things are going to deactivate. And your friend's going to be fine. But if you try to hurt me, if you touch me...
Danny, would you say this guy has all of my stuff as well too, or do they put all my stuff elsewhere?
What's that?
Would you say this guy has all of my stuff that's been taken, or has all my equipment been taken elsewhere?
Your equipment has probably been taken elsewhere or split up amongst... You might take a little bit more time in town to find all of your stuff again, unless it's been... Like, some of it might have been destroyed, but some of it probably still exists.
Danny.
Yeah.
Based on... So I'm guessing he's holding a spell?
He's basically, because Starheart was so immobile, he has placed glyphs on her. So essentially, he's set traps on her body and underneath her body.
Got it.
And he's just explained to you that the trigger is if damage befalls him, or if you try to move her, they go off. So there are 3 of them. And all he's saying is basically,
really
give me
cool
your
and
shoes,
glowing.
or boomy boom.
3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
Yeah, there's one on her head, one on her back, and she's sitting on one. He cast one directly underneath her.
Goodness.
Dang.
It's like you
It's
can
the
dispel
toilet
that,
scene
but
from
not
Lethal.
3 of them. Damn it.
It's the toilet scene from Lethal Weapon, so you gotta pull her off there on go.
Right. I look defeated. And... Because, it's already been a day. And I just slowly reach down, take off my boots, and toss them over to him.
Thank you. Take that medallion too. Looks expensive.
It's really worthless.
If it was worthless, you'd have already tossed it over, friend.
It means something to me.
And it'll mean something to somebody else. Toss it over.
Oh, boy. I can give away the boots. I can't give away this.
Hey, Jefferson, how's it going?
Shit.
Cox? Hey, buddy.
Yeah, no, you're good, man.
Danny.
You put him in a bind.
We can always find him again. You know how you can try.
DM powers, DM.
No one's got him.
I know.
I take the medallion off my neck.
Yep. Yep.
I slowly start walking towards him.
Mm-hmm. Banishment.
No, don't give it to him. No, don't.
You understand how precious this object is to me.
Objects are precious to everybody. That's how I stay in business, friend. It's nothing personal. I'm sure somebody else could make you one of those.
This one wasn't made by anyone. This was given to me when I found my calling.
I found my calling too. And it's taking shit from people and getting gold for it, friend. I like to do it peaceably. I don't like to fight if I can help it. Fuck! Thank you, Arsenal2K, for giving those DM powers to Andre.
So much. I need them, and I'm using them now.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Fuck him.
So, I hold it in front of me, and I begin to say a small prayer under my breath as I start to hand it over to him. And it's not something terribly visible, but there is a sheen that starts to come over the medallion. And I hand it to him, and as soon as it touches his fingers, his body starts to wither and his desiccate, basically. His essence is sucked into the medallion, and all of his life force is drained from his body. The glyphs that are on Starheart fade, and she is completely safe and protected from any magic that he had on her. And all the objects that were on his possession just kind of fall to the floor as his body becomes a lifeless husk and falls to the ground.
This dude,
Yep.
when he hits the ground, bursts like a loot piñata. So, like, it just, you know, coins, random stuff. This dude, like, while you all were busy with Nitsuj, probably looted half the corpses in this place. So there's all kinds of stuff. Most of the weapons are defunct. He's probably going to sell them for their hilts, but a lot of the, like, just like little trinkets, like rings and stuff, there's plenty of valuable items there, along with, obviously, your own personal items. I'm so mad. I want to...
It's like any video game character. He dies and everything just goes ding, 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 ding.
Am I back to just
You still don't even know
No.
what's happening.
like?
but that is where we're going to
still.
end for tonight. Is all of you just exhausted, partially beaten, and I was so close. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. Yay! So again, thank you. This week, or this month, really, we're doing our partner push for Twitch, and right now you all are helping us out so much just by being here, just by watching, and for hanging out. Thank you so much. We have to hit a certain number of averages by the end of the month in order to submit to partner. That's the only element that we're missing, and you all have been wonderful to us for showing up and doing that. And everything you do tip goes directly back into the studio, allows us to continue to create these shows for you, and give us all a place to play together, which I think is fabulous. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And don't forget, oh shoot, what was his name? The winner?
Oh, the old man, old fellow,
old timer, I think. Yeah, be sure to send me a message in the Discord. And all of you who are new here, please join our Discord. We have a fabulous community there, and it's the best way to keep up on when our shows are, what's going on with us, where the shows are, because right now some of them are on YouTube and some of them are here on Twitch. The next show on Twitch is going to be 7:30 p.m. tomorrow night, Perception Check. And then 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon is going to be on YouTube. That's going to be the first episode of our Star Wars Fantasy Flight Games RPG. And that's going to be a lot of fun as well. So join us for all of that. There's a cool schedule page. That is true, the Dead Boy 42. So thanks, everybody. Felix Culpa TV, thank you for the follow. Welcome, friends. We're prepping for a raid, because as always, we're going to pay that love forward. So thank you all for coming and spending your time with us. But...
Quickly, after
Yeah.
this, we are going to be doing a Behind the Legacy, which is a Patreon-only special thing. I'm not sure what tier you need to be for that. But if you have any questions that you want us to answer about the campaign, anything about our characters, anything at all, please pop that question into the Discord, and we will be sure to answer those. The more questions, the better. Else, it's us just jibba-jibbing.
Yeah. Yeah, so that thread,
Go
again,
right
that's
to
it.
the Discord, right?
Yeah, in the
Forget
Discord,
the-
the Sahlen's Legacy thread. I can see
No
people
thread.
typing already, so that's very exciting. Thank you for that. Option Delete says, I want to observe. If you want to observe Behind the Legacy, which is our talkback show, which is a Patreon exclusive, consider joining our Patreon. Lowest tier is $1. And yeah, stuff from there, anything 15 and above, you're going to get an exclusive Perception Studio pin, which mine is not handy, but they're beautiful. They're really cool. Actually, they are handy. I'll be right back. I'll show you what they look like.
They're cool and sparkly. They're like heavy duty too. They're beautiful.
Yeah, they're good.
I like
Good.
them a lot.
But man, thank you guys so much for all your donations tonight.
you.
They're wonderful. You know, it's always always fun to have just crap go wrong. And there's the pins.
There's the fans.
Oh,
And all the
there we go.
donations go straight back into the studio so that we can make more content for all of you. We have an incredible physical studio that's a tavern for D&D. It's amazing. So hopefully we can be back there in the.
Val says, "Where are the patrons? Because we do have credits, so we could probably roll."
Yeah, roll the credits.
Where are they?
John JBJ3 says Tavern is so cool, and John JBJ3 actually helped us put it together. So thanks, man. Yeah, it's looking even better. We're about to have add a couple new additions. We're gonna shoot something here on Saturday. You might see the fruits of that labor soon. We'll keep you posted. If it goes well, you'll see it. If it doesn't, you won't. But we'll let you know. We're gonna try a thing.
I don't know what happened to it. Apparently,
Oh, the credits are gone?
yeah, they're no
Oh,
longer
well.
in the folder. Sorry, guys.
That's okay. They'll be back next week. So normally at the end of the shows, we like to run our patrons as credits over here. We have various levels that get thanked. But again, and I'll always thank you. Thank you for your subs. Thank you for your time. Thanks for being here. Who we raiding? Who we got?
Ascension story.
Ascension Stories.
All right.
Thank you
Thank
very
you all
much.
very much.
Thank you guys.
Much
so
love, guys. Thanks
much.
for sticking around. Thanks for letting us
Thank you.
be with you.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Fairly well. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.